We are live. Hi, YouTube. We're finally back, close to the time that we usually do this thing. We're going to see if anybody comes in today because it seems like people hate me now that Whitey's here.
The blue-eyed devil.
Shut up, fool. Thanks
White
for the thumbs
devil.
up, whoever that is. Whoever is in, thank you for coming in. Let me see.
What's
here.
up? Thank
Can we
you
get
for
some
whoever.
hellos and how you doings and
I don't know.
who's up in the place? Let's see here.
On the busy place.
Okay, Rashad, too cool, and me and these curls. Okay, so we got y'all in the house.
What up, curls?
How are y'all doing? Hey,
Sammy.
I'm glad you made it too. Okay, I'm glad everybody made it. Okay, so yeah, we're trying to get back on track and do stuff the way that we're supposed to do it. Let's see here. Okay, so
Get going.
while we're getting things going, y'all know that I still like to. Oh my gosh, she's at the Isle of Man. Sammy's on vacation.
No way.
She's on holiday.
You're on the Isle of Man?
Yeah.
What month is it? Oh, she's
Looking
before
like
the
a
race.
cute bunny. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you,
awesome.
ladies, girls.
You are
I've
where?
been-
Can I say that you are where I'm trying to get? It's a bucket list. I can't wait to get to the Isle of Man. That's so awesome. Sorry, I just had to say that, but it's gonna be. It's for the race though. So go ahead.
It's all good.
Sorry. I'm passionate about that.
Hi, Rashad, and me and these curls. Let's see here. Oh, she's been in the race before. Yeah, that's her father's there. That's where
Her father lives there.
Yeah.
So like when we come watch the Isle of Man race, we have somebody to stay. Is that cool?
That's not
Is
what I
that-
heard. I've never met her father,
Awesome.
so I don't know about that. Sammy?
That would be cool. She said, "Yeah, sure." We won't bank on that. We'll
Okay.
make reservations at a pub.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do. Okay, so let's do like we always do. We want to take at least the first 5 minutes for anybody who's new in here. Look around at other people's channels and let's see if we got some people who can support other people.
I already know
in
it is.
here, and we can just keep it
Gangster.
keep supporting one another or gangster, whatever you want to call
OG,
it.
triple OG.
Yeah, and so this is still very late, but it's a lot earlier than I have been, and I apologize for that. It's just been different being here with him. We're like on a different schedule, and my time isn't really my own.
It's been my
so
fault.
to speak.
You can just say it. It's blame it on me.
It is
This
his
guy.
fault. So, anyway, we're trying to get better, and so we're trying to get there at 3 on the dot. Because I know it's like super late for Sammy, but she's on holiday, so it's all
That
good
means
with
vacation,
her.
huh?
Yeah, she's on
That's
vacation.
That's European for
European.
European. You don't know about the European.
That sounds interesting to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let me see here. Me and these curls, congratulations, because I saw that you hit over 1,400 subscribers, and your rice water videos are a huge hit. That's like, semi-viral status, so that's major.
She's going viral.
Let's see here. Rashad Tukul, I haven't seen any of your skits in a minute. So I gotta get over there. Hey, you not ready?
What up,
Mrs.
ready
LP
or not?
doing? And thank you, Sammy. Sammy says I look bad.
Yeah, I said that's what I was pointing at. That you look fab in your
Thank
Easter
you.
bunny.
I'm the
Late Easter bunny. I don't know what she's. I don't know.
Well, the thing
What she's
is,
smoking,
okay, I
but
wasn't
yeah.
planning on not coming on Easter. Things just kind of, the day got away from us. But
Yeah.
I bought these Easter ears, these Easter bunny ears, and so I was like, I cannot let them go to waste. So this is the late Easter edition. One video hit 13K. One of your videos,
Damn.
Rashad? That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Don't forget about the little people when you make it, Rashad.
Yeah,
Don't forget about us,
famous.
man.
Zigzag.
Zigzag.
28. How are you doing?
What up?
That's a new name for me. Thank you for coming in.
Welcome. Motherfucker, welcome.
Yeah, that is incredible. That is incredible,
Good job.
Rashad. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I gotta go and see what that video was. That's
Right?
awesome.
We will support it.
I think my most viewed video is only like 4,000 views. Oh, Bella and Hammy, how are y'all doing?
Dreams? Does that say dreams?
Yeah.
Nice.
it says dreams.
What up?
Let's see here. That's awesome, y'all. I'm so glad to just see everybody blossoming and doing our thing, here on YouTube. Trying to get back, get my momentum back, and I got to get back into the groove. I was just talking to my business
Journey
partner.
to healthier me.
Journey.
What up, Journey?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God,
Journey! In like forever. I've been enjoying your videos though. Your facts that you kick out there. She has some like really interesting. They're short videos just with some pretty cool facts. Wolverine scratch. You were having sex.
Well, I hope you were smashing. Where's that video at?
Okay.
Maybe you should have went live.
Wolverine has a topic for us that we're going to talk about today. So, okay,
really?
everybody,
Cool.
let's just y'all know how I like to do in this live stream. Hey, Leon, thank you for dropping
Appreciate
in.
that, Leon.
I missed you too, Journey. I really have. So
She really has.
Really
has.
So, like I always like to do, I like to take the first 5 minutes and everybody just introduce themselves to each other.
I'm Uno.
See if there are some channels that you are interested in that you can support. Show some love
Survival
back.
Playground.
And
what is up?
And let's just support each other, help each other grow. Hey, 23. Okay, so 23 is in the house. Let's see, Wolverine. Oh, Jamie. Hey, Jamie.
What up, Jamie?
Girl, what's going on?
What up?
So Wolverine Scratch gave us a topic to talk about this week, and it was the R. Kelly documentary that came out. We would have talked about it last week.
We really got to go about R.
Kelly. We really got to do it. And so I told him that I had heard about it. I had heard about it on Twitter, but I, of course, had not seen the documentary. So I asked him, I was like, well, since we're taking a Sunday off, let's go on and watch the documentary, and then I'll have more to talk about than the notes that I had last week. Because I really just kind of I was able to see a few clips, and I was able to get some reactions from Twitter, but I hadn't seen it for myself, so now we've seen it.
Watched it? Did we watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We watched it.
Jesus Christ.
Don't involve him. Go ahead.
Anyway. So, the other thing that I was saying before I got online with you all, I was talking to my partner about my freaking vacation, not vacation, but accommodation certificates.
We were doing well.
She is going to get me signed up because right now I'm able to give them away to you all under her name, but she's going to get a sign up so that I can give them away under my name. And so the people who've been winning the game that we were playing, those are coming to you. I'm going to make good on my word, and we're going to restart the game after I get the ones out that are already out, because I don't want to keep having a log of people that I owe. So once we are squared away on the people who already won, we'll get back to the game, because I missed our game. That was fun to me.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So
I loved it.
Anyway, let me tell y'all what we're going to be talking about this week. Hey, 23. And he says, hey, Uno.
Deuce Trey, there go the Drift King. Man, we are going to do one episode just for you one day. I'm planning it out with the bike in the background. And it's going to be like a gearhead day.
Purple or blue.
Just for you, Drift King. Tell me if you like that.
Purple or blue. I'm going to do one of those challenges, even though y'all didn't call me out. I think that I would like for me and him to do y'all's $5 challenge video.
$5 challenge?
Yeah. It's where they have $5 only. They go into a grocery store. And I'm welcoming y'all to do their challenge too, even though they didn't call me out on it. They go into a grocery store and they have $5 only. Hey, my kiddo, how are you doing, girl?
What up, kiddo?
Okay, we were just doing some housekeeping stuff. And I know you probably weren't expecting me to be on this early, even though it's still late, but it's earlier than I have been.
Deuce Trey.
But so anyway, they take $5, go into the grocery store. They have to spend that $5 or less on a meal, a complete meal.
Oh, that's easy.
So
I got that easy. For one meal, that's it? Just one meal?
It has to feed two.
Oh, yeah, I got that. Yeah. Tater tots and chili, baby.
It has to feed us.
That'll feed us. Chili chops and taters?
I don't eat chili.
Well, you get hungry enough, you will.
Shut up, fool. Working smarter than harder. Okay, cool, kiddo. So I was just telling everybody. Okay, so kiddo and me and these curls, they are two of the people who are owed the vacation accommodation certificates. And I was just letting them know I'm gel, but I'm off work till Monday.
What's good?
Gel?
What's gel? I was gonna ask you.
I don't know.
Where you from, Wolverine? What, so I mean, that could be. I don't know. Where you at?
Okay,
Wolverine?
so anyway, I was
go
just
ahead.
letting them know.
Jail.
We get off track.
I'm trying to figure it out. I want to learn a new lingo. I might drop that down here. Man, I'm jail. You don't know what that is.
That was English slang. Okay, what does it mean?
What does it mean? Like chilling? Like you're like jail? You're just.
Yeah, tell me what that means.
Yeah.
Teach us something.
Teach me. I'm gonna bring it here.
Jealous. Oh, okay. We say
jealous.
jelly. Okay,
Well, they say jelly. I just say fucking jealous or hate.
Jelly.
Jealous.
Yeah.
So you're gel. Oh, so they just broke it down even more from the American slang. Oh, okay.
So anyway,
Gel, okay.
my partner can give me the certificates to give y'all in her name, but she's setting me up so that I can give them to y'all in my name, which is what I've been wanting to do. And so she told me once I was done with my live to give her a call so that I can go in and get that done. So let me tell you what we're going to talk about today.
What are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about Kenya Moore versus Michael Rappaport.
Whoever that is.
We're going to talk about Stephon Clark, hashtag Stephon Clark, the young black man who was killed by the police in Sacramento last week. We're going to talk about Devontae. We're going to talk about Devontae Hart.
Kevin's brother?
No.
Oh.
He's dead, so let's.
Oh, that's the guy that died? Oh, my bad. I apologize.
Okay, this is something that I
didn't know that.
would have talked about last week. We're going to talk about Jeremy Meeks, everybody's favorite hot felon, and what's going on with him.
Is that the...
Felon Bay, the biracial guy.
With the blue eyes?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to talk about
so pretty.
Fabolous and Emily B. and the supposed alleged ass whipping he put on her. And we're going to talk about the R. Kelly documentary, thanks to Wolverine Scratch. He did tell me that he commented on one of our videos and said that he saw it. Can we talk about Lucy licking the ice cream on Sammy's new video? Sammy?
Shit!
Okay,
I might want to check that out. Is that... Yeah, I can look at that.
My kiddo says Jeremy did good. Yeah, Jeremy's securing the bag out there. And we're going to talk about Tyrone Hankerson Jr. Colin. And we're going to talk some reality TV stuff, like we always do at the end when we kind of just shoot the breeze, you know. Okay, so...
That wasn't directed at the bunny, that was directed at...
Don't shoot the bunny.
I'm not going to shoot the bunny.
Lucy's my best friend, but yeah, check out my Isle of Man blogs. They're going up daily. Oh, okay.
I don't blog.
And I just looked at your channel today, Sammy, and I didn't see... The last thing that I saw was your packing video, so maybe you put up some new stuff. Since
and I've seen all of it. I'm an Isle of Man, like that. I'm telling you, that race is fanatic.
Scooby-Doo Slayer.
No, I haven't seen that. But I mean, I've seen documentaries about the island because, like I said, I'm an Isle of Man fanatic. Like, I will race that race one day. So I've done a lot of documentaries on it. I know she's not. It's only at the end of May.
So then, that's not what she's talking about.
I've done a lot of research on the island itself, on the 3 feet that are kicking, all that in the triangle.
Researched Sammy.
No, but I will research Sammy because that's something new.
He just wants to see your friend licking ice cream, I think. So. We'll get into that. So yeah, if y'all want to see
I want some ice cream. I know. I can't wait to race it. I'm gonna race it. It just has to happen.
So
anyway,
what the fuck we won't be talking about today is who bit Beyonce. I saw that hashtag trending before I would have gone on. And I don't believe it. I think it's just some made up bullshit to keep her name out before she drops whatever project she's getting ready to drop. So, whoever did it, or I kind of feel right now like maybe Jay-Z and Beyonce are just hiring Tiffany Haddish to say stuff.
So
and
somebody
I feel
bit her?
like that's what she's doing. That's what they're saying.
Where'd they bite her at?
On her cheek, apparently.
Oh, they walked over, bit her right on her motherfucking cheekbone. Huh?
That's what they say, but that's, like I said, but we're not the fuck.
I want to see the picture. Today. There's a picture of everything these days. Can't a celebrity walk nowhere without a picture. I want to see the picture.
Well,
somebody got pictures somewhere.
I personally don't believe it happened. So that's what we're not talking about. So if y'all want to, I'm sure it's like probably 10,000 videos on YouTube about who might have bitten Beyonce. So if y'all looking for that, y'all probably caught it last week because this would have been a topic that I would not have talked about on last Sunday. My kiddo says no thank you, she'll pass.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we will talk about though is Kenya Moore versus Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport, you were just calling him my boy the other day, so I don't know how you don't know him. He's another one of these white male celebrities who's kind of made a living off of appropriating black culture. He was on that show Boston Public, which I loved him on that show. He did a very good documentary on A Tribe Called Quest. He's a white man who's been kind of welcomed into black culture, and as far as Bravo is concerned, he tends to keep up with all of the Real Housewives franchises.
Okay.
And
is he the gay guy that does the
he's
interviews?
not gay.
Oh, okay.
No, Andy Cohen is the gay man who does the interviews, who owns those franchises. He's a very wealthy gay man.
Yeah, he is.
So he can have any man he wants.
Yes, he can.
I can have all the penises. Here you go.
Stop.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, you're from England. We're doing well. How are you doing?
Cool.
Let us know. So
across the pond.
I'm going to run down the story, and then once I'm done with the story, we'll get back to the comments. Let me be sure that we're set up. Okay, so yeah, we are set up so that we can see the comments. Okay. Watching 2 streams. Okay, so
nice.
Here we go. This week, Kenya Moore, and for those of you who don't know who she is, she was Miss USA. Let me get that straight. In
Romeo's
1993.
Life. What up, Romeo?
How are you doing, Romelo's life?
I'm sorry, I'm blind,
Thank you for coming in. She was Miss USA in 1993, and the first dark-skinned, she's very dark, black woman to hold a title like that in the United States, and so it was a big deal.
Hell yeah! What's her name?
When she won, Kenya Moore.
Kenya Moore.
You know who she is as well.
Okay.
So anyway, you always talk about how pretty she. Anyway, okay. So
welcome.
She still looks fabulous. That was 1993 when she won her title. Since then, like she was in a lot of. She had a lot of like small parts in movies and TV shows in the 90s, and a lot of music video roles. They would cast her as the main girl, the love interest, in the 90s and maybe even into the 2000s. And so now she's on. Hey,
OG
PJ Johnson.
What
How
up,
are you
OG?
doing? And so,
yes, we are a friendly bunch.
Now she's on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's been on there for probably. She does look like Amara La Negra. That's what I always said. Amara La Negra looks like she could be Kenya's younger sister. Because she, just both doll baby, gorgeous, deep chocolate skin, beautiful bodies, beautiful everything. These women. So. Okay, so that's who Kenya Moore is. Now, they were both guests on Watch What Happens Live. That's another one of Andy Cohen's shows where he brings on usually at least one person who's a cast member on one of his shows, and then sometimes he might bring on 2. Doggo! It's the doggo!
So, I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah.
So, he usually brings on 2 cast members. Well, sometimes he'll have 2 of his own show's cast members, or at least one, and then somebody else maybe who watches the show. And so this week, it was the 2 of them. Now, like my kiddo mentioned in the comments, Michael Rappaport does not like Kenya Moore, and they've been kind of low-key beefing on Twitter for 2 years. Because Michael Rappaport doesn't like the way that she's portrayed on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And even though, cause she's kind of like the villain character.
Oh,
she,
cool. I like her even more.
Stirs the pot, and gets stuff going or whatever. And so, even though I don't like seeing men come for women ever, I kind of dismissed.
I hate Donald Trump.
I kind of dismissed his tweets and comments about Kenya. Because other fans of the show have said similar things, so I didn't want to just say, okay, he doesn't have the right to say that. People have a right to their opinion. And so Andy Cohen, who's the host of Watch What Happens Live and the daddy of all the Housewives franchises, claims that he didn't know that Kenya and Michael were beefing when he booked them to be the only 2 guests on the show on this particular day. And that's total BS. He was clearly looking for drama, and that's what he got. Because Michael Rappaport's been a guest on the show before and has talked about Kenya very badly. So Andy Cohen knew exactly what, he was going to get with the 2 of them being on the show, or at least that's what he was hoping for.
Wow.
And so,
I didn't understand any
Michael
of that.
tried to start it with Kenya. We'll go back after I'm done with this story.
Yeah, my bad.
And so Kenya finished it, in my opinion. He told her that she was a villain on the show, and he was like, well, you're a villain on the show, right? Because he was kind of like trying to comfort her when they first sat down to get the stuff started. And so I saw that. And she told him that she was glad that he could afford to pay his cable bill so that he could keep watching the show and could continue to be a fan. And people took that as shade, which that's what it was. She threw a whole freaking palm tree at him. And he told her, you wish you were me. And she said, yeah, I'm going to be a fat, middle-aged, out-of-work white man. What are you talking about? So everybody was laughing at him. He couldn't take it, so he started reaching for anything that he could, say about her. So later in the show, yes, Kenya was funny. Later in the show, he jumps out of his chair and claims that her feet are ashy as fuck because he didn't have anything else to say. She had him shook the whole time that they were in this interview, and so he's sitting there like shaking in his chair, and then he's looking down. He's like, "Well, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but her feet are ashy as fuck," and it's like
that's all you got, huh?
Yeah,
starting fire over the toes.
Exactly. And so then he tried to say that she had 1 million people in her glam squad because that's what it takes to look good, for her to look good, because he kind of saw her in her dressing room with her team, and all these girls have a hair person, a makeup person, a wardrobe person, whatever. And so he's saying, that well, y'all should have seen her back there. She had all these people, like that's what it takes, and they had to take all this time just to make her look like this. Mind you, she looked great, like she always fucking does. Her hair was slayed. Her real hair, which is like down to her ass,
really
slayed. New hair color. Beautiful little mini dress on, fitted very well. Some beautiful green pumps. I mean, the girl looked great like she always does. So anyway, all that he could say was that her feet was ashy. And he's like, I know y'all can't see it from there. It's like, yeah, because it's not true. So yeah, let's just throw some imaginary shit out there. Your feet are ashy. And he's like all up, out of his chair with this drink in his hand. Because, they serve alcoholic beverages on that show. They'll usually have someone who's a bartender.
No wonder they like it so much. They'll get them liquored up and put them on TV and let them talk shit.
And so he had his drinks going, and he's, trying to be funny, but it just, wasn't working for him. So still reaching. He couldn't match her wit, so he started just taking low blows at her. Nobody was even laughing. And it's like, okay, here we have this woman, Kenya Moore, who we only know because she's been heralded for her looks as a beauty queen since she won Miss USA in 1993, and she still looks that good today. She probably looks better. So it's like, okay, try a new one, Michael. You can come for anything but her looks. And she kept zinging him all night every time he tried her. Yeah. And by all accounts, audience reactions, Twitter reactions, YouTube comments, he lost. And so when the show was over, he decided to take to Twitter and post a side-by-side picture of Kenya getting ready on Watch What Happens Live. Like maybe he was standing in her doorway while she was getting ready, and she's just sitting at the makeup chair, her eyes up, and looks like maybe someone is applying mascara on her or something. So he posted that picture of her side-by-side with a picture of a gorilla, as if to say that those two look alike. And to me, this is what happens when white men get too comfortable with black people just because they have been able to maybe make a living appropriating black culture to some degree. Hi, Mrs.
What up, Miss LP?
And they're married to black women. They think that they can just talk to us any kind of way that they want, and then they feel the need to try to put us in our places when we don't go along with their plans. So fuck you to Michael Rappaport and Gary Owen. We didn't forget about you jumping in the middle of Monique's drama and inserting yourself in that.
Hey, I like
and
Gary
Owen.
And I
noticed that they only try that shit with women, never with men. Total bitches. So
what did Gary Owen do?
I'll have to tell you later. If you want to put it, let me.
I'm a Gary Owen fan. I love Gary Owen.
I used to like Michael Rappaport until I saw that interview with him and Kenya. Thank you, Scooby-Doo Slayer. Women deserve respect.
Sometimes.
So if you want to put a black woman in her place, then do it with the ones that you're married to. But the rest of us, we do see your bullshit. So yeah, just ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And Kenya, she slayed. She was just sitting there looking like a queen, and people were laughing at all of her jokes. Nobody was laughing at his jokes, and I think that I don't know. I think that he's so used to people coming for Kenya that he just thought that automatically people would be on his side, but that wasn't how it worked out.
You gotta come with skills, huh?
Kenya said they are cool. She said that they had been going back and forth for years. Yeah, they have, and we've seen it. But I'm so glad that she didn't get out of character. She kept it really cute, but she was singing him. She's like, you're not gonna just sit up here and talk about me. Like I'm gonna say something back. But she didn't. She didn't serve any. I didn't think any low blows or anything that he didn't deserve for what he was saying to her. And it's just like we know that calling black people monkeys, gorillas, anything in that, I guess primate family, that's always taken as a racial attack,
Sometimes.
as a racial slur. So don't do that.
Sometimes.
No, it is. I'm telling you. As a white man, you can't say. So I'm telling you, it is. Don't do that. And if I were Michael Rappaport's wife, I would have a problem with it. Yeah, I saw her laughing after the show, and she said, I slayed him, and she did. So I was happy to see her not like taking it too seriously, and I think that he was. To me, it seemed like he was provoking her and trying to get her to turn into the angry black woman. Oh no, you didn't, and I want to, I think that's what he wanted. But she didn't give him that. She just gave him cool, calm, queen, and she slayed, and she looked so beautiful. And there was even a point where she reached across, like she lifted her leg up, like in front of his face. It was like right here, like her shoe was probably about this far from his face. You could see that her feet were not ashy. And let's see, if I were Kenya, definite side eye to Andy Cohen, because he tried to make it seem like, oh, I forgot you two didn't like each other. I forgot you two said all these ugly things to each other on Twitter over the last 2 years because of my TV show. So yeah, definitely. But she handled herself well, so big ups to her. Let's see what y'all are saying. Let's go back. Scooby-Doo, the dog is a pit. He's not a boxer. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Badly whilst having Shandy. Okay, hold up. Let me go back to...
I want to go back to a translation of what I couldn't figure out.
Okay, let me see.
Something about the dog. I saw that.
Okay, we're going back. Okay, you think it was before that?
No, it was down there.
Okay, so let's go down. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what people are saying. Okay, we saw Sammy say doggo.
Yeah, it was right after that.
Okay, let's keep going then.
There it is. I heard someone shout doggo
minutes.
in Tesco car park once. I beeped and drove off.
In a Tesco car park once. I drove.
That must be a parking lot.
Tesco, that's a company of some sort, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Wolverine, we're trying to he's laughing his ass off. I'm glad you find humor in it.
Tell us what you're saying.
I can start talking redneck and you wouldn't understand shit.
I wouldn't either, though. So let's see.
A Bellington Terrier?
A Betling.
Tesco's a supermarket like your Walmart. Oh. I thought it was Tesla for a second. Just gearhead.
Okay, let's see. You remind me of ZZ Top with your beard.
Who, me?
That's what Scooby-Doo Slayer said.
Oh, it's not quite that long.
Sammy
They're
has a
really
border
smart.
collie.
Those are really smart dogs.
Her dog is cute.
That's what Brian had for a long time.
And Kiddo said that. Okay. OG Purple Johnson's in Philly. I never knew where you were.
Oh, she's a Philly girl. I know Are you a football fan? Are you loving that your Eagles finally won after 60 years? We're Cowboys fans, so we hate the Eagles, but I'm glad that they finally won one.
I'm glad that they won, especially against the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the Patriots.
Let's see here.
Sorry, no offense to anybody. We lost somebody. I said I don't like the Patriots.
Let's see here. Well.
It'll be okay.
We don't need that kind of person here. No.
Oh, whatever.
Just kidding. Let's see here. Scooby-Doo Slayer says, women deserve respect.
Supermarket dodging. What is supermarket dogging? You're going to have to break down their whole social events to us.
You're going to need to stop spitting on me. You're spitting
I was happy for the Eagles. Oh, you're a Redskins fan. Oh.
I'm back with multitasking. Oh, wow. Okay, well,
What?
you just all the division rivals, right?
Yeah, like, man, we love the Cowboys, so I hope you stay and be our fans.
So I
still
guess
be
you
our
like
fans,
the Giants
right?
too, right?
Dogging
Okay,
is gross.
What is dogging? I absolutely love Taco Bell.
Taco
We
Bell
had
is
one in
awesome.
England. Ew, I don't mess with Taco
I
Bell.
love, in fact, I might have to run a Taco Bell real quick while
Shut
you're on
up,
live.
fool.
I'm serious. My stomach's growling.
Whatever.
It really is, Phil.
I'm sure that your stomach is growling. You don't need to go to Taco Bell. Your stomach is always growling. Okay.
hungry.
You know what?
bet you're gonna
What
tell
I
us.
didn't do was what I had been doing was giving y'all a question to answer. Uno looks so much like my son-in-law.
Oh.
After the stream, I'm going
I
to
feel
send
so
you a
bad for
picture.
him.
Aw, okay, that's cool. He thinks he's ugly. I don't think he's ugly.
Whoa. What?
What?
A group of people who
Oh.
have sex with each other in
Ew.
car parks in the back of cars and jack off to each. What?
Yuck.
Wow, y'all get it in over there. Y'all just don't give a damn.
That is nasty as hell.
Wow.
That's gross, Sammy.
Drift King, I can't do fried chicken unless she cooks it. She's the only one I really eat fried chicken from. Her mama. Her mama can cook some fried chicken, boy. So can her sister. All y'all can cook fried chicken. Not y'all, but y'all.
Okay, Michael Rappaport, Gary Owen, don't.
As in the Thai world, her people.
Yeah, me and these curls. Ew, that's like nasty. It's like
What? It's
saying-
like saying everyone take off your knickers. What if you don't wear knickers?
Ooh.
Oh, it's risque over here too.
Where are they talking? Yuck,
Right?
I know, like, that's what we need to know.
See, they don't
but
do
we
that
don't
shit.
go there.
They don't do that shit in Scotland. See, that's
I heard what they do
whatever. Damn, Uno, geez.
I'm feeling
Man, I mean, I just can't do the fried upper respiratory. It hurt, but I just can't do the fried chicken unless her or one of her family members makes it. Her whole team over there, the Shannons and the mom and all of them can. Anyway, yeah. If you say I have a pickle, or if you say I have a pickle, what's that mean?
What is that?
What do you mean I
Y'all
have a
have
pickle?
me scared.
Right?
Car parks, woodlands, fields, literally anywhere. Good
Damn,
God.
y'all just be breeding like that, huh? Okay.
That's
You
nasty.
trying to catch China or what?
That is
Goddamn.
so nasty. Ooh.
So y'all just drop and just smash. Just, hey, wow, that's a nice shade. You want to go smash? Sure. Okay.
What happened to my
I don't know what happened to the screen. Did it go
I
dead?
need my notes. Hold up.
Uh-oh. It's grime.
Hold up.
What's grime? Is that like
It's
nasty?
grim.
Grim. Oh,
First
I'm
of
thinking
all.
about grimy like nasty.
There's no E there.
Whatever, woman.
I see
a rabbit.
Yes,
Yay.
I'm a rabbit. I'm the Easter bunny. Let's see here. What, Robert? Okay, so
Appreciate that,
Robert
Drift King.
Flower. The screen that
Oh,
I was
Robert.
using for y'all just went dead, which is also a screen.
I had sex with one girl one time. That's so right. Me too.
We're good, Robert.
Hell yeah.
We
We went from we're getting over to the we might as well get into the R. Kelly shit.
Right?
I mean, goddamn, we're on the subject. What's going on with the screen?
I don't know.
We lost our screen, y'all. We still have the phone on, but we lost our screen.
Okay, well you have
Happy Sunday, Robert.
My other. Let me see.
Yes. We have to change laptops.
This is not.
So I'll be entertaining you for the duration. How y'all doing? Drift King, what's up? I want to see what you ride or drive or whatever it is that you do. I want to get into drifting. I'm going to do that one day. X-rated, I know.
X-rated.
What up, Journey? Welcome back. Welcome back to the adult section. We're just discussing dogging across the pond. Apparently they be getting it in over there and don't give a fuck where they're at or when they do it.
Yeah.
Do they like wave at you when you see them? Do they like look at you like, hey, good day, mate? But that's Australia. But like, hey, whatever, however they say what's up. Do they do that? Like, what's hi, look at me penis. I mean, do they like bloke?
Feeling quite clever today.
Right? That's a bloody nice cock, bloke.
Okay, so I'm talking today.
Right? They say get in.
Get in.
Really?
Oh my
Oh
God.
man! All right. If you catch them, they either ask you to join in or chase you off. I wish a naked motherfucker would try to chase me off somewhere.
That's crazy.
Oh, what's the new car? That's crazy. Yeah, like I wish you would try to run me off while you're smashing. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna punch you right in the head of your dick, just hard.
In the head of your dick.
Just kick him in the balls. Yeah.
Please, dog it. Okay, see, I don't know enough about T. Madison to.
It's usually truck drivers. Yeah, we got nasty truck drivers too.
Oh yeah, truck drivers are known to do nasty.
Yeah, but
no
they like to.
It's a truck driver.
They like to do meth and suck penis though. Usually, that's usually their thing.
Truck drivers.
Yeah.
Suck penis.
A lot of them have that little weird fetish. They got some type of weird fetish. Feet or penises or something. I don't know.
I don't know enough.
Wow, we lost so many people.
Truck drivers.
All right, so we got to get back to the other ship.
Not the head.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's going on?
We don't have dogging in the States?
Hold up.
Wow. Oh,
We probably do. We just don't call it that. Maybe.
S15.
I imagine that people
I don't know
probably
what S15
do
is.
stuff
I'm not gonna
like
lie.
that.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we run trains and menages, but we don't just be out in the parks just smashing. Police come.
And for the record, when he says we, he does not mean us.
She does what I tell her to when I tell her. So if I tell her to go out into the grass, then that's what you're going to do.
Your
Yorkshire's a good
white man is showing. And,
that's right.
And it's not a good
You get
look.
arrested for here? Oh, why? They just don't care, huh? Do they be like just smoking while they're doing it too? Like, I mean, if you're going to get arrested, you might as well let's go all out.
That's crazy.
Do they let you get dressed or they just arrest you ass naked and take you to jail like that?
That is the crazy stuff.
That would be awesome if they arrested them ass naked. Just didn't even let them get dressed. Just took them to jail. But then they'd probably have big Greek orgies there too. Yeah. Oh, it is a Nissan. Okay. Yeah, though I know Skylines and
Funday Gaming is in hell.
Yeah, but
it's
no.
a literal STI fest. I bet
I
it
guess.
is. That's disgusting. Who knew?
Right, but anyway, no, I know Skylines for sure. I ran a couple of them.
Ty, you need to either delete this video or
But
put
I know,
yeah,
right?
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
we're
right.
gonna have to. Good job, my kiddos. We didn't even mean to get over on that.
Yeah, we're
no more asking people across the pond what things mean.
Right?
We can't ask y'all
I
shit.
was thinking something way more innocent
Right?
than that.
Yeah, dogging. I didn't know what that was.
I thought it literally had something to do with dogs.
Yeah, walking your dogs because Rocco's ugly ass was in the picture.
No, it's okay.
No, you're good. I mean, you know.
It's an education.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to send you a phone number so you can text that shit. Skylines, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So let's go on. Actually, it's
okay.
funny that this
I didn't know that
happened
either.
because my next story.
That's cool. I ride.
Is on paper. So Stephon Clark, one of the latest young black men to become a hashtag on Twitter because he was gunned down by the police. He.
Oh, there's she talking about my boy now.
Okay, babe.
Go ahead.
So his name is Stephon Clark. I don't know if you all heard about him, but in Sacramento, he was shot 8 times, I believe in the back, and he was killed by the police because they thought that his cell phone was a gun. And so quite naturally, that has sparked a lot of rallies and protests, and then anti-black and anti-black woman and especially anti-dark black woman tweets were discovered that were written by him, and he is a black man, he is a dark black man, and they were also written by his baby mama, who is Vietnamese. So basically, someone on Twitter, or maybe some people on Twitter, started researching tweets of his, and they see how he feels about certain things. And
because I like to kill people, Wolverine.
Since
Basically.
she had some anti-black and anti-black women tweets too, people were not really feeling, they were like kind of feeling like, well, maybe we can withdraw our support, for this particular guy. You heard he was shot 20 times. I hadn't heard 20. I've only read 8. But either way, it was wrong. Whether he was shot 8 times or 20 times,
and Wolverine,
it doesn't sound correct.
Your question, the wrong kind of cops are being hired in the wrong places is a big thing of it, in my opinion. And that's what I was going to say about what you were saying. over a cell phone. Look, you know the job coming in.
You hurt 20 as well.
Yeah, see, you know the job when you're coming in as a police officer. You know what risks you're going to have to take. And if you're that scary, a cell phone, scared, whatever.
No,
if you're that scared, then you don't need to be a cop. If you're going to shoot somebody over a cell phone, you don't need to be a cop unless you're in it for some other reason. Period.
I mean, agree.
That's just how it is. I mean, if you're that pussy, I'm sorry, it's already been R-rated. So if you're that pussy, then you don't need to be a cop. And they're hiring a lot of people that got their lunch money taken when they were kids, and now they want to fuck with everybody. Or the bully, there was a bully in school that's too damn stupid to do anything else in the world. So what does he do? He gets the job where he can continue to fuck with people. That's usually one of the two people. They can tase here.
Wait, we don't need to go over all the comments yet.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we'll get back to the comments. I know, I just turned it on.
Anyway, go ahead, baby. I'm sorry, I get out of.
That's okay. Okay, so we'll come back to the comments like we always do. Okay, and kiddo saying Sacramento's not far from where she works. Okay, we will get to the comments like we always do. We'll go back like we did on the last story.
It was more than that.
So this is what was going on. It was mostly black people tweeting that they're basically not giving him a pass now for what he said. Even men, and that's unusual to me because it seems like black men will stick together like regardless of the situation, especially when black women like is kind of the opposition or the target. Hey, Rido boy, thanks for coming in. So, okay, so again, that's two of you now saying that he was shot 20 times. 8,
in the
20,
back?
4, it doesn't matter. It was wrong.
But you're right. I mean, you're right.
It shouldn't have happened. And so,
8 only. Look, she saw the autopsy report. He was only 8.
Okay.
Either way.
That's what I've heard. So, okay. Okay, so out of the minority of people who are giving him a pass, most of them are black men. But the general consensus is he didn't deserve to die like he did, but he wouldn't have pissed on me, meaning me as a black woman, if I was on fire. So, oh well, let the courts handle it. Let them do what they do. But some of his and his baby mama's stupid ass tweets have been pulled back up, and they're there on Twitter for you all to see. You can literally do a search for Stephon Clark tweets, and you can see what him and his baby mama were saying about black women.
Can I ask a question?
Disgusting.
Because I don't know. I'm not in the news like she is a lot, but Stephon Clark got shot and he's black. Mm-hmm. Who was the cop that shot him? Was he white?
I'm guessing, but I haven't seen this cop. I do believe he was white.
Nobody knows?
Somebody knows.
I mean, wow.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
I mean, white.
That's insane. Okay, yeah. I was just curious.
Okay, so, someone tweeted, "Black is beautiful." So Stephon decided to quote that tweet and replied, "I don't want nothing black but an Xbox. Dark bitches bring dark days." That was one of his quotes. Just out of nowhere, just because someone decided to say black is beautiful, this is how you decide to respond. And so this whole thing about I don't want nothing black but a Xbox, dark bitches bring dark days, he saying making tea. He
I'm gonna sip some tea
tweeted this on 3 separate occasions, 3 separate days. That one time, I guess you could say he was prompted by the person who said that black is beautiful, but the other times they were just regular tweets like this is just what's on my mind. Hey, TJ's Woodwork and Shop. Thank you for coming in. So
he stayed in the house. Yeah, okay.
He always says that. So in total, though, out of all the times that he tweeted that and retweeted that and whatever, it got 1 like and 1 retweet. And that was probably his baby mama, because nobody really seemed to pay attention to what either one of these two clowns were saying, except for the other. So then here's another tweet of his. Quote, "My son is Vietnamese and Indian. His life don't matter." So obviously that's something in reply to like a Black Lives Matter thing. So in his black ass mind, his children aren't even partially black. He's saying that his son is Vietnamese and Indian. His life don't matter. Not, my half black son, my biracial son, none of that. He just totally removes all blackness, from his kid. And the one photo that I've seen of his family, and it looks like it was taken at Kmart Studios, his children clearly look black, at least partially black, and his mama, the baby mama, looks like Jackie Chan. And but according to his next tweet, here it is, quote, "Got an exotic bitch. You would think I'm racist." Okay, I would probably think that you're racist or a self-hating black person because of things that you say and the things that you think, not because you got a quote-unquote exotic bitch, not because you got a Vietnamese bitch who's literally walking around looking like Jackie Chan. That doesn't mean that you're racist. So anyway,
not Jackie.
Observation: I didn't notice any exotic bitches marching and protesting and blocking traffic on the streets in the, on behalf of his black ass memory. The scenes that I saw from the protests in Sacramento were of black women and black men, but it's always black women on the front line when these men's names become hashtags because they were killed by the police.
Yep.
So, mostly, a lot of Keishas, Aishas, and Nishas, were probably out there. But I didn't see anyone in the Asian community. I didn't see the Asian community as a whole. I didn't see a group of Asians people saying, we're the Vietnamese, whatever, standing for Stephon Clark. Didn't see it, Didn't see them crying over his black ass. But hey, he got him an Asian chick,
Interview Stephanie's brother.
Just the black women that he's been shitting on Twitter for the past 3 years. That's what I saw out there. So here's one from his baby mama.
Yeah.
Quote, his Vietnamese baby mama. "This nigga said, I don't want no black baby. I'm already black. I don't need no black baby." He's the only one who replied, and his reply, "On God, 100. Not, "Girl, why are you up here using the N-word? Why are you up here talking about my children like that?" No, just, nope, on God, I don't need no black children. I'm already black. What the fuck? And then the next tweet from her.
Will you excuse me for a second?
Yeah. The next tweet from her was, "I don't fuck with black bitches because they mean. Only do the white bitches because they get cheese." Okay, girl, whatever. And then here's my thing. I say love who you love, but you can do it. And y'all know, y'all have heard me say this more than once if you've been on my channel for any time. Love who you love, but you can do it without disrespecting your own race or allowing your mate to disrespect your own race. He went and found a bottom shelf, non-black woman who emulates hood rat behavior, but somehow in his thinking, she is above black women. He's elevated her above black women. Meanwhile, this is what she's tweeting about your son. Quote, "I'm saying, Aiden's not even 2 weeks yet, and he's darker than me. I'm crying. Why my baby daddy have to be so dark chocolate? LOLOL." Okay. And her next one. "Ha ha ha. I'm praying the same thing. I just hope my baby boy doesn't get as dark as his dad." Stupid bitch. My thing is, instead of being with a man whose features and skin tone are not attractive to you, and then you open your vagina to him and you get pregnant by this very black man and just hope and pray that your child doesn't look anything like him. Hi, Rowdy Chica. Why not just go and get a Vietnamese man or a white man or whatever it is and not have to pray about it, and not have to pray that your baby doesn't look so dark, or that your baby might not have a big wide nose or big full lips or something? Oh, I know, because you're a bottom shelf Vietnamese bitch, and even Vietnamese men don't want to fuck with you. So this is all that you had, was this little black felon over here who found you exotic and, interesting, whatever. She sounds just like Neo's wife, except she's not a wife, she's a baby mama. And this is self-hate. from this man. And what I'm saying is, black men and black women, be careful. There are some people, who want to be with us. Hey, Dee Dee, I didn't know you were in here. So there are some people who, of other races outside of our race, who want to be with us because they might think, we're amazing, we're exciting, we're interesting, we're whatever. And then there are some white men who marry black women or date black women because they fetishize black women sexually. They heard they suck dick good, or they heard, X, Y, Z, whatever. But there are also, same thing for black men. There are some white women who like black dick, but pray to God that they don't have children who have black genetics. Please, Lord God, let my child have hair more like mine. I don't want to be dealing with nappy, curly, kinky, coily hair. Y'all know what I'm saying. And so does that mean that young man deserved to die that way? No. And anybody in their right mind, that's not what they're saying. But as black women, please feel free to withdraw your support from him if you don't want to go and stand out in the street and put your body up and block traffic and risk getting arrested or something, because this guy certainly, if he were alive, would not have done it for you. Like I said, would not have pissed on you if you were on fire, because he really hated black women. And I wonder if his dark black grandmother, who was crying on the news behind him and who was financially supporting him and his racist, colorist baby mama, I wonder if she knew what they really thought about her. And it's sad because, it's sad. It's really, really sad that he had to die that way. But oh well, like if I lived in Sacramento, my black ass wouldn't be out there protesting on his behalf. I would assume that maybe the baby mama is going to get some kind of settlement check. Maybe she won't because she wasn't married to him. Maybe the check will go to his grandmother because she was like supporting his kids. I don't know. I assume that something's going to work out, I do hate that he died. He didn't deserve to die just because he had some very sick, twisted, horrible, hateful feelings about black women. He didn't deserve to die. But on the same hand, black women don't have to feel obligated to go and support him and go and protest on his behalf because of how he felt about black women. And that's how I feel about it. Now, I'm going to go on and get back to the screen so I can read your comments. And it sounds like Matt is in there preparing some soup for himself. So let me see what y'all are saying. I'm trying to see what y'all are saying. Let's see here.
What are they saying, baby?
They're saying
Hurry
that
back.
you're annoying. Let's see. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get myself back together here. Oh yeah, I need to come up with a question to ask you all this week. Have you heard about the Nicki Minaj problem? It's all over YouTube. No. What are you talking about?
What you do now?
Bestie. I agree. Even though I believe he should not have died that way. Hold up. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get to. I'm having so many complications. Complications.
Okay. All right, Doug.
Lordy. Look who's 40. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to get to your comments now. And thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you for every thumbs up. Thank you for every comment. Thank you for just being here. Will you please put this to the side, baby? Thank you.
I sure will.
I wish the protesters in Sacramento would get that excited and vote and get an education. Ooh. Y'all know that my kiddo doesn't pull any punches.
She don't play no games.
She don't play no games?
She plays no games.
She's a real up in here.
Right?
Okay.
The realest to the real.
Okay. Journey says, I agree. Even though I believe he should not have died that way, with this information, I would not be out there marching on his behalf. Wonderful. So spread the word, because I don't want any black woman risking their life, body, freedom for somebody who definitely would not have done it for him. Because I think that there might have even been a black woman who was arrested in the protest, like for blocking traffic or something. He didn't deserve that. Not from black women. Rido Boy says, my kiddo says the kids will definitely get it. Okay, we'll get the like money if there is a settlement or something on his behalf. So Rido Boy says, yes, sadly I know some white men like this, but most of us that like black women genuinely love black women. Yeah, so what I was saying is that there are, some white men who just fetishize black women.
Oh yeah, most of them.
And same for black men.
The majority.
There are some women who date black men or marry black men who aren't into blackness at all, and who, like his baby mama, pray that their kids don't come out looking black.
Then YB was...
That's what I was saying, like, why would you
take the chance,
lay down and have sex, let someone enter your vagina, and all you can do is just, oh Lord, I pray that my kid don't come out with no dark ass skin and a big old flat ass nose, like,
even though their daddy's dark.
Right, exactly.
So we're praying for a miracle.
Exactly. And on Twitter talking about how dark her kids are and how she hopes they don't get any darker. Like, what a stupid bitch. Von D says the cops shot a dude in New York City 50 times. Wow, I hadn't heard about any. Von D, was this recent? I hadn't heard about anything like that. Dee says, preach, sis. Yes, I will preach that word, because we don't need to be wasting our time on people who don't love us. Ryan Boy says, I was about to send you some money. Oh, and notice it was gone. Oh, that's okay. I forgot. I can put up my my PayPal link, which would be better anyway, because YouTube is tripping about this money situation, and I almost was going to talk about that YouTube shooter, because I was kind of like, girl, if they hold out on your money, I understand. Let's see, black people have strong genes. I would not have a kid with a black person if I didn't want a black mixed kid. Yeah, exactly. Journey says a man was shot in Brooklyn last week who was mentally ill brandishing a pipe. Oh, okay, so that's the one with the pipe. Okay, so that's what I was saying to Uno. That's what I was saying to Uno. There were 2 black men who were killed, within the span of a week. This one who they thought his phone was a gun, and then the other one who they thought the pipe was a gun.
At this point, why do they even give cops tasers anymore? Honestly, for white people? Is that? I mean, I don't understand. I know a joke, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why do they even give them?
I love who deserves love. If you are negative, you don't get my time. I feel you on that.
Right, or love.
I feel you on that.
You didn't get shit from me.
Oh, wow. My kiddo says that she doesn't even think she has a visa. Talking about his baby mama. She doesn't have a visa. Wow. Get to the farm. Hey, you were streaming. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, and I didn't. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in.
And thanks for the hugs for thugs.
I hope you had a good stream.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rido Boy says, what kind of Asian woman would put up with a man calling women bitches, or white women? That's not how they usually are. It's odd. There are some women, there are people who just don't like black women. We seem to be, unfortunately, at the bottom of the totem pole.
Not for me. Not my pole.
For...
I didn't even mean it like that. But yeah.
It's
top on my pole.
To be at the bottom of the totem pole for a lot of people.
Not me and Pac.
And there are some, black men who might get
playing with a tree branch in the front yard
with non-black women, and when they feel the way that this guy felt, then the women can feel free to speak their minds too. Oh, well, you don't like black bitches either. I don't either. Well, let's talk about these black bitches. Right. Let's get on Twitter and talk to each other about it, because nobody else really cares about what we're saying. But it happens. It happens, and it's not just black men. The same thing. There are some black women who are in interracial relationships who just do it out of self-hate or just because they hate black men, and so they'll allow their man to just talk anyway about black men and call them the N-word, call them whatever, talk about them like they're only thugs and gangsters and stuff. It happens. Everybody who is in an interracial relationship is not in a healthy relationship. I was taking a break from. Okay, I got.
There's a lot of comments.
Okay,
really
I got to
fast.
get down to the bottom. Okay, my kiddo says he was definitely a felon and he went to jail for domestic violence and theft. Wow. Yeah.
I roll with thugs and felons.
He did, but still multiple gunshots. Okay, yeah, Bondi, and I'm not saying that he deserved to die for feeling the way that he felt about black women.
Nobody should
that's
die.
not what I'm saying.
Short of Hitler, nobody should die because of the way they feel.
So yeah, he didn't deserve what he got, regardless of how he felt about black women or anyone. No one deserves that. Wolverine Scratch says humans are barely a smudge on planet Earth, and we are showing why we don't deserve this planet. Wow, you said a mouthful there.
That was deep.
Kiddo says he lacked home training.
Yeah.
To say the least, he lacked a whole lot of things. Journey says, I wonder, did he have a black baby mama that he had a bad experience with that made him this way, or influence from his friends that had bad experience? But
tell me what it
this does not give him a pass for the comments.
No.
I don't know what his situation was. Journey.
Psychological barrier.
And to the best of my knowledge, he doesn't have any other children, so I would strike the other black baby mama. I would strike that as a possibility. And he was relatively young. I think he was 22 years old. But to me, it just sounds like this is how he's always felt. Like, this stuff comes from deep, dark places.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. There's no way to know his psychological block.
Yeah. And Kiddo says that he hated himself. That is for sure. That is the definite truth.
And you know what they say, if you don't love you, then nobody else will.
Is
right?
that what they say?
That's what they say. If you don't love yourself, then who will?
King says, his baby mama looks like Jackie Chan. What the fuck? Dang. She does. Let's see. Right up where it says, why do these men have to call women bitches? That's not okay. It surely is not.
She's acting like one.
Bondi says, what happened to apprehending the suspect? Yeah, exactly, Bondi. It does seem like too often suspects could just be apprehended,
yes,
brought in for questioning, and even, talk to, you're not the one who did this, well, then we'll release you. But it just seems like there seems to be a problem sometimes getting someone into custody alive when they're minorities, honestly. But the sad thing is, though, and I gotta put this out there because it's something that I said before, is that I do see that this happens to white people as well, but it's not publicized the way that it is when it happens to a black person, and I feel like that's intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional.
And I feel like it's done to anger black people,
and
to
put
maybe
white people on the defensive.
I don't know if there is an agenda by the media to start a race war, or what, but it does happen. And I remember
the devil controls the media.
I remember there was something going on. I can't remember exactly when. I don't know if it was 2016. I think it was 2016. When what was his name? Philando Castile was killed. Really close to that, there was another man who was killed, and maybe that was Alton Sterling. Like, they were killed like within days, maybe not even 48 hours of each other. And of course those stories, made national headlines. And then I think like right after that was when the melee went down in Dallas, where a police officer was killed, or maybe more than one police officer.
There was more than one.
And so, but within that same time frame, there was a young white man who was gunned down somewhere in California, and there's video, hands up, by his truck, completely
I saw that.
defenseless,
And they,
blown away by the police. And this did not make national news. I think that it might have made the news wherever it was, wherever, you know, he lived. But that story deserved national coverage. But it's like...
There's another one. Hang on. There's another one you don't know about, too. During the, was it Michael Brown? It was in Missouri. He got killed when we were on Ella. When he got killed, there was a white kid in Salt Lake City, or Ogden, which is like right outside of there, that got gunned down coming out of a 7-Eleven with a Slurpee in his hand. Apparently he was drunk or rowdy or whatever, but there's video footage of, there's video footage of it, and they shot this kid down in the back as he was walking to his motorcycle, because I don't know, from out west, or a lot of people ride motorcycles and dirt bikes to get around. He was walking back to his dirt bike, and they pulled out, both cops pulled out, and blasted and killed him. And I'm not sure, but I think one of the cops was actually black, because I remember thinking to myself, there's not too many black folks in Utah, much less a cop in Salt Lake. But it happened right about the time the Mike Brown thing happened too. And who knows about that?
Yeah, and
nobody.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
I feel like there's just something
It's the devil.
like black people are being poked and prodded. Like, come on, you know, like if we just get angry enough, you know, then we'll just start losing our shit, you know, like, because sometimes it does make you feel like that. You know, like, am I safe in this country? You feel that way, but you're not the only one. You know, it's happening to everybody, but we're the only ones where it just makes national headlines. It shouldn't be happening to anybody. No. That's the problem. And I know that one thing that my mom said is that she feels like, you know, with everything, you know, all the Black Lives Matters groups, all the whatever groups, she feels that if the mothers of this country were to come together and do something, that would be what would make an impact. Because she told me about, and when she told me this was not even 3 years ago, there was a story of a young white man who was killed in Houston. And she said that he, I think, was accused of stealing something from a jewelry store, but it was like on the news, and like all these police swarmed in and like just shot this young man up. And he wasn't older than 21 years old. She considered him a child, you know. And she just said, you know, I could not imagine that being my child, and that being the fate that my child would have to face just for stealing something, supposedly, apparently, allegedly, you know. And she said that my heart just went out to his mother. And she said, you know, and she still remembered his name. And this happened before I was born. I'm 41 years old. She still.
You're 41?
I am.
Wow, you look 28.
I know.
Oh my, black don't crack. Hey, what's your name? Anyway, my bad.
So, yeah, she remembered the boy. She remembered the young man's name. Yeah. And she told me, you know, to look it up. And I will admit I did not look into it. I was just surprised that she remembered, and she said that just made such an impact on her. But yeah. So anyway, it's not just us that it happens to, but for some reason it seems like that's what people want to feel like. So let me see. Kiddo, okay, 23 says, y'all please watch the interview Stefan's brother did with Don Lemon. It's important. Okay, thank you, 23. I'll check that out.
You're so far back. You gotta
I know.
There's so many.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Go faster. You gotta get it. You gotta compact it. Here, let me run this shit. Now look.
No,
all right, no, here we go.
No, you're not.
I'm privileged. Let me run this
I
shit.
know. Your white man is showing now. Let's see here. This guy was a weirdo. Still didn't deserve to die that way. Yep, exactly, Righto boy. That's how I feel. Wolverine says, "Why?
Shit, I know a lot of white people giving like
the human race. We're all one species and living under one sky." Amen to that.
People don't want to hear that shit.
His brother has spoken out a lot. Y'all should watch. Okay, so 23 definitely saying that we need to watch the interview that his brother did. Scooby-Doo says, my accents are absolutely nice. I'm sure that he's talking about me and not you.
Shit, my accents are off the chain.
No, my accents are absolutely nice.
The fuck are you talking about?
Whatever. My accents are absolutely nice.
Oh, right there.
They're absolutely stunning.
I don't care what McGregory does, I still love my accent.
I'm the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, I'm about to eat you up.
I'm not. I was gonna say I'm not a chocolate bunny, but I guess I am.
Yeah, well, you're
Never
more
mind.
caramel, but here, let me bite into you, see what comes out.
Shut up. Fool.
Anyway,
Let's see.
Scotland in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I try from time to time.
TJ Woodworking Shops. What's up, my YouTube family? Yeah, TJ is always like super crunk when he comes into the room.
Yeah, he does. Then he says, "What's up, brother?" LOL. He's that guy. I can't drink with that guy. We would
Wolverine
act
said
crazy.
20 times is the work of the devil. Yeah, like if he were shot.
Yeah, I know. I've been reading them
definitely
as you've been
too
doing
many.
it. I'm kind of on the side,
20
trying to
too
answer him a
many.
little bit. 8 too many, 2 too many.
Yeah, I agree.
If you gotta shot him,
fatal one.
If you gotta shoot
is
somebody
too
8
many.
times, then obviously you didn't pass your shooting test either. Because I mean, it don't take 8 shots to kill somebody, or stop them, or disable them, or anything else.
How many people have cell phones in the world? Almost everyone holds one. What a scary thought.
You can watch Drift King. That's cool. We understand.
Sammy says there are cops just tase
Drift.
people.
I'm gonna let you ride my S1000. Can I drive your car? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, actual killers are captured and kept alive and treated well. That's what OG Purple Johnson.
Yeah, actual killers have a badge and a shield too.
That's true.
Unfortunately, they're badging the wrong people.
Okay, now this, I'm going to go on and say, and I don't need to hear your commentary on what you think about Chris Rock, but I did see on his, I haven't seen his newest comedy special called Tambourine, but I saw in the preview, he was talking about cops, and he said that this is one job where everybody just needs to be good. You know, he said, okay, could you imagine the president of American Airlines coming out and saying, well, 80% of our pilots like to land the plane safely. Only 20% of them crash into the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
You know, so he's like,
Or into the sea.
so he's saying, you know, we can't just have, 10% of all the cops in the United States going around fucking up and killing people accidentally or killing the wrong person
Accidentally
and
on
killing
purpose.
people for no reason. This is one job where everybody just needs to be good, you know, because the argument is always, well, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones. He's saying they all need to be good. For what they do, they all got to be good.
They need to be
Sorry,
weeded out.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So,
And it's that fucking brotherhood shit, which I think is awesome to a certain extent, but at the same time is like, it should only be awesome when it's right, you know? I mean, gonna go to bed.
Sammy.
Good night, Sammy.
Good night, Sammy.
And goodbye to the island. I gotta get there.
Okay, yeah, enjoy your holiday,
Yeah.
and I'll be
Vacation.
watching your videos. Stop spitting on
This
me.
is America. We speak American.
Good God. Okay, let's see. 6 of our local cops emptied their guns into a car and didn't hit anyone.
Didn't hit shit.
Wow,
They couldn't
get
hit
to the farm. That's crazy.
You couldn't hit a barn with a fucking shotgun.
Wow. That's...
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Let's see. Then again, white people are not having as many kids, so it might be even worse for us. Okay,
Oh no,
so
I know a
there's
lot of white
something.
folks that are breeding like a motherfucker.
Let's
You ever been to a trailer park?
Give an 18-year-old a gun. Police officers are not properly trained. I refer to them as GED cops. They should go through intensive therapy as well as have a BA in criminal justice. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any arguments with that. That would be great.
Where's Get to the Farm at? Sorry. Go ahead.
Get to the farm. Where are you
Already
located? I feel like for every black person killed by cops, it's 3 or 4 white people, and it just might be. It just might be. I don't know that we'll ever like truly know what the statistics are. Just because, especially in this country, just because whites outnumber black people, I do kind of feel like that might be. You know.
Oh wow.
Okay. Low.
Man, they got good powder up there. Good snow.
Backs. I'm not sure how to pronounce your channel name.
Yeah. What's up,
but
though?
hi. Tell me how to. If you want to write a phonetic spelling. Hey, it's me,
it's
Donna.
me, Donna.
How are you doing, love?
All right. Good night.
Let's see.
Good night, Wolverine. We'll see you later.
Oh wait, Wolverine. Can you stay with us and I'll go on and do your R. Kelly story before you go to sleep? If not,
that man's got to go to sleep. Let him go to sleep.
I know, but
you see, you took too long. I said we should have jumped into R. Kelly when we were doing the X-rated version. We could have knocked that out right then. But you got to be so scheduled and so by the book.
I didn't have my notes up.
We don't need no notes. It's R. Kelly. I can tell you what you need to know.
Oh Lord. Oh, he said okay. So let me go on and get to that.
Oh, all right now, Drift King. Slow down now.
What?
He said he's liking your voice in his Beats by Dre headphones. Need you to calm down, big homie.
Oh, whatever. He's silly.
Give Wolverine a bedtime story. Go ahead. Give him a bedtime story.
Oh,
baby.
yeah. R. Kelly's got a bedtime story for
yeah,
you,
he does.
For sure.
For sure. He's got the good night potion. No, that's Bill Cosby.
Ooh.
My bad. Sorry. I'm sorry, Bill.
Good night potion. Okay, hold up. I'm stalling, trying to get my notes back up now.
Triple OG. Yeah.
Wolverine Scratch, before you came to my channel, I had talked about a whole lot of the stuff that was in that.
Channing Tatum? Oh, shit. I'll take that as a compliment. Hell. Everybody say Channing's fine. That's cool. I like that. You hear that? You hear what you got sitting next to you?
Yeah, I said I wish.
Yeah.
She looked like Channing Tatum to me.
Yeah. I'm going to carry that with me for the rest of the week. Next week.
He's going to carry that with him for the rest of his life. What are you talking about?
Where my comb at? Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
That made my day. Yeah, that's cool, man. Channing Tatum was supposed to be a cute guy. So. My body looks just like his, too.
Go on and say that it's shown.
Well, I don't want to get too X-rated. Showing my sexy body.
Exactly. Okay, so anyway. R. Kelly documentary. So thank you all. Let's say thank you to Wolverine Scratch for this topic.
Yeah.
Since the 1990s, R. Kelly has been accused of having sex with underage teenage girls, and I had this week, but it was last week, I guess the BBC aired a documentary that further explores this notion. The documentary was called Sex, Girls, and Videotapes, and honestly, the documentary didn't have a whole lot of new information that I didn't already discuss back when I covered R. Kelly on this live stream, and it pretty much talked about the same rumors that we've been hearing since the 90s. The only difference was that a few more people seemed to be able to confirm some of the stories on what we've been hearing. But if what those people were saying is true, not only does R. Kelly need to be in prison, and in my opinion, that's really where he belongs, but everybody who knew what was going on needs to be in prison too. For example, there was a DJ from Dallas who talked about R. Kelly having trained his 14-year-old pet to fuck him the way that he likes. And R. Kelly had this girl to perform oral sex on her, on this DJ. And notice that she never said, if you watch the documentary, this DJ, I forgot her name, and I should have taken the notes when I was watching it, but if Wolverine is in here, you know who I'm talking about, the young black lady who was saying that the pants she was wearing, R. Kelly would not have approved those pants because they were too tight. Her. Notice that she never said that the age of the girl who was performing oral sex on her. She just said that the girl was 14 when R. Kelly trained her. But if she was a minor when this girl was performing oral sex on her, then her ass needs to be in prison too. And anybody else who knew what was going on, like, all these men, who were coming out, saying that they knew that R. Kelly had XYZ going on in his studios and his recording studios at his houses, and oh yeah, this is what he did, and yeah, everybody knew that R liked to get down with, 12-year-olds, whatever, with teenagers. If y'all knew and y'all didn't say anything, all of you motherfuckers need to be in jail, in prison, whatever. So, yeah, I'm not feeling it. But, yeah, so this is a short story. I guess, Wolverine, if you're, still awake, you can go on and go to sleep. But I'm just kind of, just rambling because it wasn't anything new to me, and we have talked about R. Kelly in here. And here's what I want to know: anybody who knows about the story of the Pied Piper, that always bothered me, that this Negro set up and called himself the Pied Piper of R&B, when that's a story about the Pied Piper is someone who had children come to him, and then the children disappeared and people never saw their children again. So why is he calling himself that? Of all the things that are out there in children's stories or whatever, things that he could have pulled inspiration from, why the Pied Piper? Unless you are some sick fuck who likes to mess with children, and then now, of course, in 2017, the allegations were that he has some sex cult going on and has these women locked up or whatever. And that's when I started talking about a lot of this stuff, because one of the girls, at the very beginning of that documentary, that family in Atlanta who was saying that their daughter's being held by R. Kelly, but she's, not a minor. She came out there and did the interview. But you see her in the interview, clearly she's being coached by someone in the back. And when they're saying, well, are you allowed to leave? Or, or maybe are you allowed to call or whatever? You see someone like they must be in the background doing this, because you see the shadow on her shirt that someone's waving. You see her looking like, I need an answer. And then she just, no, So let's see here. It's a mess.
Police.
It's a mess, but nothing's gonna change. And I told Uno when we were watching the documentary, and I might have told him before, but I personally know a girl who had sex with R. Kelly when she was 17. It was a girl I went to high school with. It was our junior year of high school, and R. Kelly came to Houston for a concert. And this girl and another girl who was a grade above her, who was a senior, they went together. They got invited backstage, and he fucked one of them. And they both came back to school talking about it. One of them bragging about it, And so it was just like, okay, yeah, that was confirmation for me. But I had always been hearing things. And then if you look at YouTube videos of anyone who lives in Chicago or in the Midwest, they talk about R. Kelly riding up to their high school, like on lunch breaks, coming to try to pick up girls and stuff. It's like nothing new. But for whatever reason, this Negro has been able to get away with it, and I'm surprised, partially. But again, how I said earlier, I feel like black women are at the bottom of the totem pole. I do feel, and I could be wrong, but I do feel like if R. Kelly were fucking around with white girls the way that he was with black girls, that somebody would find some kind of way to make some kind of charges stick on him. Nobody's really concerned about black girls like that. So as long as he's fucking black 12-year-olds, black 14-year-olds, he might be able to just get away with it for as long as he wants to. But I could be wrong.
See, that's weird.
So, what's weird?
The whole time I was in Chicago working, South Chicago Heights, all the way to Gary. I'm sorry, y'all, but I listen to R. Kelly. I just do.
I don't. And I saw Ride Boy said I can't even listen to his music, and I can't either. Ride Boy. Every time when I hear his music, I would imagine him singing to my nieces, who were then at the time were like, 9, 10. That's what I thought he wanted. He didn't want no grown ass woman.
Well, like I was saying, I could be wrong, but the whole time I was there, I listened to R. Kelly a lot up there, very loud. I listened to my music very loud. And I never heard any of the going to schools and stuff like that. I work with guys that, from what they said, went to school with R. Kelly and knew the man and this and that and everything. In fact, I think one of his cousins actually works on the railroad that I worked with, supposedly. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because it was his kinfolk and people that knew him. I don't know. I had never heard the stories of this sitting outside the high schools waiting. I'd never heard that before today, actually. When my kiddos just said something, I'd never heard that.
YouTube. Let's see here. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the comments on this one. Oh, let's see. Okay,
I like that comment.
What comment?
That look like Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Anyway. Shut up.
Let's see here. Okay, Kiddo says not much has changed with R. Kelly. 23 says he doesn't like R. Kelly.
Nobody does.
Either.
You know, it is what it is.
Rhino Boy says the fuck. I guess that was about
now,
some of those details.
I heard that Chicago police are really bad too. Whenever I was now, that's one thing I did heard. Chicago police and police in Gary.
Well,
I know for a fact we're bad because they used to. I work for the railroad. Railroad trucks never get pulled over, never get messed with. We just don't. And we're federal, so it's like they can't technically do anything with us unless, you know, a federal authority shows up, because all the railroad is federal. Our trucks are federal. Everything in it is. Anyway, we got messed with. Me and my brother got messed with more in Gary, Indiana, than I've ever been messed with ever. We got pulled over every time we came into that town, and I heard for the same thing. We used to have to leave early before the sun went down because we didn't need to be in that town. It was that bad. Me and him, we were the only people that they would send that would work there. And the police were horrible there. I don't know if it's just because we were white or what it was, and we heard that a lot, that all the Chicago police are on the take. Not all of them, but the most of them. Sorry, I just had to. That's
okay. So Wolverine
I can tell you shit, but yeah.
I didn't know it was that deep. It looks like it's happening under police noses. Kiddo says he used to hang out at the local high schools in Chicago picking up female teenagers. Yep.
Yeah, that's where I heard that from just now as I read that.
Yeah, that's not news either. Get to the farm. Well, yeah, cops are criminals who just haven't been caught yet. Mm-hmm. When I was a teen, a 13-year-old friend was dating a 30-something cop. That's disgusting.
I have no love for cops, really. Not many.
Wolverine says his brothers seem really upset and know what's going on. Exactly, yeah. And that was the thing when that trial came out, the video with him pissing on a 13-year-old girl. He tried to pay off his brother to say that was him on the tape. But they were saying they couldn't get a positive ID that was R. Kelly. So, somehow he skated on that when it seems like everybody else in the world, I guess except for the people on that jury, everybody else in the world who saw the tape saw it and knew that it was R. Kelly. But, yeah, whatever. King said, boy, if R. Kelly did touch my kid, if I had one, I'll beat the hell out of R. Kelly. I know that's real. OG said nothing, riding with R. Kelly as if he wasn't a criminal. Wonder what his ex-wife thinks. Exactly. They have kids. Yeah, that's a good question. Wolverine says, my concern is, could it be happening in the music industry as a whole? I'm sure that it is. The entertainment industry as a whole is some very wicked things happening. Bon D says, why don't some of these chicks resist like they are 5?
That means like they were 5 years old.
Like, are they 5? Oh,
like okay. They were 5.
Like, are they 5 years old? I can agree with that with the adults, but he shouldn't have any minors in his company to begin with. So that's a problem. Rydo says he can't even listen to the music. I know, eating and talking. That's so stupid. Yeah, and I do know about Aaliyah, Kiddo. Let's see. We know
about Aaliyah.
Let's see. Police are a part of the problem, not the solution. They are involved in the sex cult. That's what my kiddo says. So everybody seems to agree that police can be corrupt.
Yeah, the majority of them.
Here. Okay, now Bondi says his daughter would know better. I think a lot of people's children do, thankfully, know better than to mess around with R. Kelly. I used to, but not anymore. Okay, So Kiddo says, I agree, Ty. Black women are disposable. That's how we're treated.
Not at my house.
It might not be properly exposed until he dies, which would be a tragedy for all his victims. Yeah, a lot of times when stuff like this happens, that is the case. King doesn't listen to R. Kelly. The police are more corrupt than the criminals in Chicago. I'm from Indiana, 30 minutes from Chicago. Oh, yeah. I've heard about their police, too.
That's why I was commenting on the police, because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't resist because it's a privilege to be with the perp. Yep. Now that's a good comment. Get to the farm says they don't resist because it's a privilege to be with the perp. Yeah, because some of these girls, like, I don't know, let's guess you're coming from some underprivileged background or something, and yeah, you're getting your ass beat, you're getting fucked when you don't want to get fucked, you don't get to eat when you want to eat, you don't get to call home, but you might get, a nice $3,000 bag out of the deal. You might get to, dress up and go on red carpets or something with R. Kelly when he wants to pull you out of the house and take you
out
somewhere.
Of the stable.
Yeah, basically, that's what I was going to say.
I'll say it.
And so, like, for some girls, yeah, maybe, they do see it as a privilege. Let's see. Yeah, he is quite brazen, Rhino Boy, and he's a creepy predator. Let's see. The Caribbean cops don't make no joke, though. Oh, so what? The Caribbean cops don't play? Is that what you're saying, Bestie 23? Yeah. So what I heard was that they changed Aaliyah's real age on the marriage certificate so that the two of them could get married. Is that how that happened? Like she was 15, but they lied and said she was 18 on the marriage certificate. Let's see here. Yeah, and the parents, yeah, and yeah. And see, that's the problem that I'm having too with some of these R. Kelly stories, like the girl in Atlanta who was being coached and, had the person in the background doing all this where you can see the shadow on her shirt. Her parents, and it's a few of these stories where the parents are the ones introducing their daughters to R. Kelly, hoping that R. Kelly is going to help them get some kind of music career popped off. And I don't care, in 2018, 2017, we have all been hearing rumors about R. Kelly since 1994 at least. So you don't take that chance and put your daughter, your teenage daughter, your underage daughter in front of R. Kelly for any reason whatsoever. I don't care what you think he has to offer her. You're in Atlanta, you take her, it's like a million music producers. You can take her to Jazzy Faye, Jermaine Dupri, take them anywhere else but to see R. Kelly, if that's what your intention is. Age Ain't Nothing But a Number was the debut title album for Aaliyah. Yes, it was. Gonna have to watch a documentary to just see the girl being coached. And you can probably find that TW23. I have not said your whole name in a while. You can probably find that like just on YouTube without having to see the whole documentary. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a real mess. So anyway, Wolverine, I'm going to retire this topic so you can get some rest. But thank you for giving us the topic for this R. Kelly nonsense. I'm so sick of this dude. I just want him to go to prison. That's all I want for him. Let's see. Wow. That was the album he made for her too. Yep, exactly. Good night, Wolverine. Thank you for the topic. Thank you for giving us something to talk about. Let's see here. Now, what I had in the notes for last week, Devontae Hart. Who is Devontae Hart? He is the young black boy who drew national attention after he was photographed hugging a white police officer during a protest in 2014 in Portland. And the protest was over the police shooting of a black man in Ferguson, Missouri. Devontae was holding a free hugs sign at the protest and was pictured multiple times crying or near tears during this protest as well. And he was one of at least 6 children who was adopted by this white lesbian couple. And to at least the outside world, or most of the outside world, it appeared that he and his siblings were just in a loving family. But it turns out that some people who had a more up-close look at the family, that there were problems in this family. And Devontae Hart's name was back in the news this week because he was thought to be dead after his family's vehicle plunged off of a cliff in California. And authorities say that there were no skid marks on the road. I personally believe that that the adopted mothers, planned their own suicides and the deaths of those children. The family was known as the Heart Tribe, and they traveled to festivals and events offering free hugs and promoting unity. However, their neighbors have called to have the two women investigated after Devontae started coming over to their house every day for a week asking for food. Devontae told one of the neighbors, Dana DeKalb, that his mothers were punishing him and his siblings by withholding food. And when a caseworker went to their house to investigate, no one in the house was there to be found. So I do have a feeling that we will be hearing more about this in days to come. So yeah, from what I recall, the family's SUV skid off of some cliff somewhere in California, and I think that they are still even looking for bodies to this day. But it just looks like, okay, to me, what it looks like is that those girls, their cover's blown, and hold on, Matt, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm taking my medicine.
Will you please close the door? Oh, okay. Let Rocco in if he's coming.
Is there anything else I can do for you, Matt?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you left the door open and I had it closed because I was cold. That's why the heater's on.
I know it's hot as gates of hell in here.
Okay, well, whatever. So anyway, yeah, very sad story, and I just kind of feel like these mothers, I feel like they were found out now that that neighbor called the police to have them investigated. I feel like, and also, I guess the day before they were supposed to have met with the police was when they just took off to go on this trip, and their vehicle plunges over a cliff. So I don't know, it really sad, very horrible. Bessie, the Nicki Minaj problem, I don't think it's on Twitter though. Okay, what is this Nicki Minaj problem? Do y'all know what 23 what Drift King is talking about? They should not have taken the kids with them. I agree, my kiddo. If they wanted to kill themselves, then fine for them. Let those kids get adopted by someone else. But yeah, very sad story.
I agree.
I wish the neighbors would have kept the children and taken them down to the police station. Yeah, something. Devontae could have been crying out years ago. You're right, Bondi Gaming, and I have seen some things like, it seems like there are multiple videos and pictures of Devontae always crying in public because, these mothers love to go to festivals and all this stuff, and take their kids, like I said, to do the give away free hugs and just promote unity and all this stuff. But when you seen that photo, it's just, there are some videos of him really young, like just looking sad, and like he's probably not the best taken care of child. I don't know. Like looking at the older videos, it kind of makes me wonder how these women weren't investigated sooner. A lot of people saying Nicki is missing. She's not singing or posting on Instagram or Twitter. Okay, now she did post on, I think, Instagram, King. But it was like maybe it was after Cardi B's album dropped. She posted recently, like it's been within the last 7 days. And it seemed like really petty because it was something that like only happened after something else happened with Cardi B, who was her competition, but she just doesn't want to admit it. But so she's alive. You don't have to worry about that. And now that Cardi B has announced that she's pregnant, Nicki Minaj probably might come out and say that she's pregnant too, because they're saying that she might be pregnant with Nas's baby. So let's see here. Nicki washed up. I don't care anymore. Yeah, a lot of people. feel like that, and Nicki can't take it because she's been the only female in hip hop really for years, you know, and so she can't take it that this Cardi B girl is coming and taking her place. Nicki Minaj label will probably be dropping her because they are not giving her a big what?
Big record label.
Revenue.
I saw the R, and then it went off.
That wouldn't have even made sense.
That's what I was saying. That was weird.
Okay, she's probably taking a break. Yeah,
She needs to sit her big fake
I don't
ass
know
down somewhere.
or care. I've never been a Nicki Minaj fan. She has a couple of songs that I like or whatever.
Back before she got turned out, she was straight. She was a good lyricist back before she got, turned out.
She has had a few sons come out since
like
she's
before
been
mainstream.
commercial that I've liked, but I've never just been a fan. I don't like today. Like fandom is totally different, and people like you can't be like just a fan. Like these fans, like they're stans. They know everything. They know every move somebody's making. They know when. And I don't have time to follow people like that or to be what are her people called, a barb. Or in the fucking beehive and all this stupid ass shit. Or be a Swiftie. Like, fandom in the 2010s, I don't understand it at all. People go way too far.
So they're going to be bivvies whenever I become so famous?
They're probably not.
They're going to be bivvies.
So anyway.
No, that's not going to be my real name.
Jeremy Meeks, Prison Bay. Felon Bay. Jeremy Meeks is back at it. And this is, of course, is a story that I would have done last week. Being a good-looking... horrible human being. For those who don't know or need a refresher on who he is, he's the blue-eyed, black and white biracial guy
Jeremy.
with tons of women who were swooning over him when his mugshots were released and went viral. And while he was locked up, he had several women writing him letters, giving him money, and offering him marriage. But he was already married with, I believe, 2 kids, maybe only one of his own, but I think he was raising 2 kids with his wife. And when he got out of jail, he got a modeling contract, which afforded him the opportunity to buy a mansion and a sports car. So what did he do with that good fortune? Nothing good. He took the first chance that he could to cheat on his wife with Topshop heiress Chloe Green. Chloe's dad is a billionaire. When the word got out about their affair, because the pictures and videos were leaked of Prison Bay partying with Heiress Bay on her yacht, he immediately made his way back to the U.S. to file for a legal separation from his wife so that he could carry on with his heiress. And now he has gotten her pregnant.
Hell yeah.
And this news comes just days after he was spotted shopping for engagement rings. So I'm guessing the engagement rings will be for the new girl and not for his soon-to-be ex-wife. So yeah, they're kind of saying that he's like the male Black China, getting a baby with somebody to secure the bag. He's securing the bag.
She'd have been pregnant the first lick, first time. I'd have made yeah.
And okay, tell me what. If you all have seen Chloe Green, the Topshop heiress, tell me what you think about her, because I don't think that she's all that pretty.
Give a damn what she looks like.
I think that no, because remember your mom was saying how gorgeous she was.
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
And
hey, y'all have
what
y'all's
I'm
own
saying
conversations.
is that to me she kind of seems like Elaine, who if she didn't have her dad's money, she wouldn't have any people around her. That's kind of the feeling that I get from her. And maybe Jeremy put some, I don't know, good prison dick on her, and she lost her mind. So she's like, Dad,
is there such thing?
I want to, be with my felon, and there's nothing you can do about it. I just kind of have a feeling.
You know what you call what he's got? What he's got?
No.
$1 billion baby. He got the $1 billion baby. It's a fade off of the movie, The $1 Million Baby, Clint Eastwood. I guess you just have to be a movie fan. It was funny in my head and to some people. He's got the $1 billion baby.
Says she's okay. Yeah, I don't think she's ugly, but she does seem average, and she does seem to me, she just seems like a square who, if her dad weren't a billionaire, she wouldn't have any friends. That's just
even better
feeling that I get from her.
That's even better.
So yeah, let's see here. Kiddo says, "Get your money, Jeremy." Okay, right up. I said, "Holy shit." But
I used to think he was fake.
I don't know what that's about. And then Chloe's mother adores Jeremy. Wow, that's crazy. The family loves him. I didn't know men secured the bag. Yeah, exactly. TW.
Yes, we do.
He's like all these NBA wives, just out there securing the bag.
We can do
that. But
you gotta be
thinking like if they get married, I don't see any way that he would be able to get custody of their child, especially with his record.
You don't have to have.
So.
You don't have to.
What?
You don't have to get custody. That's what I was saying when you were talking about she looks like she was a nerd and she would never have friends if she wasn't rich and all that. And I said even better, he ain't gonna have to worry about that. He's got her mentally, and that's all. That's what matters.
But I'm saying if they divorce, I don't know how he walks away with anything.
He'll walk away with alimony. That's all he'll need.
So let's see here. I used to think he was fake. Women been doing this for years. Let's see. The mother takes him on shopping sprees. Get out of here.
Nice.
I wonder if at least he's getting something for his children. It's a win-win situation.
I wonder if he's got something going with the mama too on the side. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. I'm just saying, you look at me all crazy, but it happens more than you think. I mean, there's people dogging in Europe. These things happen, you know.
So that was that. The hell, Bundy. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, serious story now. Fabolous and Emily B, I believe. He knows what's up.
I'm trying to tell you.
Right. I think Emily's last name is Bustamante. But anyway, who is Fabolous? Who is Emily B? I know that Fabolous is a rapper who was hot in the early 2000s.
Late
and
90s.
he would always spell his name in his songs. I can't tell you the names of any of his songs.
He can have some decent songs.
Can you name some of them?
This dogging I speak of.
We can't get back into that. We'll tell you about that later.
There's some old freaky ass shit going on in Europe.
Or you might want to scroll up in the comments.
Yeah, scroll up to the top.
Sammy Holland explained exactly what that was, and it was gross.
We can't go back into the X-rated version of the show. We got to stay PG-13.
We're trying to stay out of the dark web.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you name any Fabolous songs? Because I don't know any.
No, but I remember somebody mentioning his chains in Grills with Nelly and Paul Wall, because that song's stuck in my head right now.
That's not helping.
But no, he was in. He did some stuff with wow, Bird.
Okay, can y'all name any Fabolous songs?
You got it bad.
I really don't remember any of his songs.
Why can I not think of this guy?
I don't know.
I listen to him all the time.
Okay, you keep thinking.
Let It Burn. Who sings that? Who sings Burn? Usher. He did some songs with Usher. Him and Usher did some songs.
Anyway, and see, nobody can remember any of his songs. So anyway, y'all, we generally know who he is. He's the rapper that we don't really remember, right? Yeah. Okay, so I know that Emily B was on the first season of Love and Hip Hop 8 years ago, complaining about how Fabolous was constantly disrespecting her and how he cheated on her. She said that she was Fabolus's girl. I don't think that Fabolous knew that. At the time that I saw her being a fool for him on Love and Hip Hop, they had only one son. I had no idea that all this time later that she was still with him and now has 2 children by him, a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old. And the reason I never would have thought that was because even on Love and Hip Hop,
Love and Flip Flop.
Kimbella, who is the guy that we just talked about who had the gun at the airport in Newark. Okay, that's Kimbella's man. But Kimbella came on the first season of Love and Hip Hop talking about how she was fucking Fabolous, and she's saying this to Emily, who is supposed to be his girl. And Kimbella looked a lot different than Joel Santana. Thank you, my kiddo. So, so I really just kind of figured, and Fabolous never came on the show with her. He didn't really seem to claim her. So I really just thought that when Emily B went away from Love and Hip Hop, that whole relationship went away. So I didn't know that this whole time that girl was still with him after she had gone off of TV. And so on Thursday, last Thursday, it was leaked to the media that Fabolous was arrested for assault against Emily. And the actual charges were felony assault and domestic terrorist threats. Don't even try it. The affidavit was released, and it says in it that Fabolous was in LA and became enraged when he found out that she was there too. So that to me kind of says that he was there fucking around doing his thing, and she was following him like a dummy, like she always would, and found out that he was cheating. So he got mad, he got caught. And then via text, he told her that he wanted to hit her in the head with a baseball bat and kill her, but he didn't want to go out like that. And
a secret marriage.
Later said that he punched her in the face 7 times, causing severe damage to her 2 front teeth, and she ended up losing her 2 front teeth. And because of this, Emily called her dad to come over and asked him to remove the 2 handguns in their homes, rather than removing herself from the home and her children, not judging.
What
just
kind of
saying,
father are you? How about I remove this man from the equation? How's that sound?
Something. But she was afraid that he would use the guns on her. So when he got to their home, when Fabolous got to their home, he confronted her and her father and her brother, and he wasn't able to find the guns. So he left, but he told her and her dad and her brother that he had a bullet for each one of them. A video confrontation, a video of their confrontation was released, and it's bad. You see Fabolous yelling, Fabolous, because he said it. He pronounces it Fabolous. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I know how to say fabulous.
No, I know.
That's what
I'm agreeing with
out.
you.
I know, but I'm telling them because some people probably don't know who he is, and so Fabolous is yelling at Emily and her dad and running up on her like he's gonna hit her. And the way that she dodges him certainly makes it look like that's not the first time. Yeah, that he's gotten violent with her. And then you hear dad yelling, "That's my daughter, you're a fucking coward." And Fab is asking her, "What the fuck you have him at my house for?" And told her dad, "I got a bullet with your fucking name on it." And so I hope that oh, hey, Sammy's back.
What up, Sammy? She can't sleep with us online.
So
I'm telling you.
I hope that she finally leaves him for good, but we'll see, what happens. If she doesn't, then I hope that whatever little fame and designer labels she gets to wear as a result of being his baby mama is worth it for her. But outside of what Fabolous did, the most disgusting part of this event was seeing the number of men and even a few women on Twitter who were defending Fabolous's actions. And to me, with him busting out her 2 front teeth, it seemed to be his abusive and controlling way of saying, "I don't want you, but I don't want anyone else to want you either." And so as of yesterday, and this is real time, when I checked, she still hadn't filed any charges against him. And then another thing that was disgusting too was that the rapper The Game came out in his defense, in Fabolous's defense.
I'm not a big Game fan.
And people started roasting The Game for coming out and trying to defend him. And then he tried to clean it up and say, well, no, I mean, what I'm saying is, it's messed up that this black family is having to be destroyed on social media, and everybody just sitting here, and enjoying it. No, you stupid fucking idiot. That didn't have anything to do with it. We wouldn't be talking about it on social media if Fabolous wasn't out there acting a goddamn fool and threatening the mother of his 2 children. So no, this isn't some situation that we just created, because that kind of stuff does happen sometimes. I feel like a lot of the celebrity beefs, like that kind of is stuff that's created by the fans, like maybe, I'm Team Beyonce, I'm Team Rihanna, so like we just don't like each other, so when your fave does something, then we're going to go on her Twitter and we're going to say stuff.
Those 2 guys, what were they called? Biggie and Pac?
Well, I feel like there are some times where the fans or where people just create stuff, but no, this is a situation that he created
himself,
and we just happened to see a video of it, so yeah, we're gonna talk about the shit. And then Lil Mo, with her stupid ass, says she's going to get her she's gonna Olivia Pope this situation before something goes bad for her brother Fab. And it's like, Lil Mo, we need you to Olivia Pope your marriage and your husband's wayward dick. Because every time we see you on TV, all we're trying to see is, all we see is you trying to figure out who he's cheating with and if he's cheating on you. Yes, he's cheating on you with his ugly, dusty ass. But, yeah, so she was just on Love and Hip Hop, the New York franchise, with her dusty ass husband who's supposed to be a boxer. I've never seen this Negro before in my life, but whatever. He's supposed to be a boxer. And she looks like she could probably take him out. I don't see not one muscle on him, nothing, but whatever. And he's, won't take a lie detector test because she needs to trust him. But then we see her on some court show while Love and Hip Hop is airing. She's on one of these stupid court reality shows where they did give him a lie detector test that he failed for cheating on her. So you just Olivia Pope your marriage and your 20 million children that y'all have and try to figure out what y'all are going to do. But stop trying to make it seem like people are wrong for criticizing Fabolous. We don't know for sure if he punched Emily in the face 7 times and knocked out her 2 teeth. Time might tell as far as that concerned, but we saw what we saw in that video, and it was bad, and he was acting a goddamn fool. So yeah, people are going to have something to say about it. So let me see what y'all's comments are. The game emotionally and mentally abused his girlfriend. I know, I'm just trying to see what's on here right now.
Oh.
Okay, I'm glad to see y'all supporting each other. Okay. I love to see that. Y'all know I always love to see that.
Love it.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, there's still some more. Okay, so nobody remembers Fabolous' songs.
8 years ago, yeah.
Nobody knew she was his girlfriend because he was cheating on her left and right. Exactly. And even like the pictures that I've seen from most of his social media, she's not on his pictures. It's like other women. Did they get engaged? If they did, I didn't know.
I wonder that too, Sammy. We could all get together.
Fab dismissed her and was ashamed of her. They had a secret marriage. Oh, they actually got married, kiddo. I didn't know that. Yep, I remember that he wouldn't even go out with her in public. Exactly. 23. Okay, I thought they were married. Still a sad situation. Yeah, regardless whether married, not engaged, just dating, it's a really sad situation because they have those 2 children together. Yeah.
Oh, you just gonna skip the one comment that's got my name in it? It's a question. You just gonna keep going, huh?
See how selfish she is. About this. You've been answering comments the whole time I'm reading the story. So.
Not the whole time, but there's a couple that
Okay.
But no, Drift
Have
King.
you ever got pulled over for revving your car next to a cop car?
No, I'd ride and I'd run from the police. So, not usually. No, they don't. They're different here. They are very different. Go ahead.
Y'all glad we did that?
Okay.
So anyway.
All right. Well, I got shit to do, so I'll see y'all later. Obviously, this is Keisha's show. So,
well,
Rocco,
shut your sensitive ass up.
We got shit to do, buddy.
Okay. So yeah. Emily will. Yeah, I think that Emily's gonna stay with him. I agree. Okay. She reported the. Okay, now I know she reported it, but she didn't file any charges, though, did she? Last time I saw Lil Mo, she had a horrible blonde wig. She's a mess.
All right, y'all. I got to step out again for a second because your girl here has it like 150 degrees in this room right now.
Turn it off, then.
So I'm gonna step outside for just a second and cool down.
Turn it off.
Yeah, cool down, and I'll be right back.
Turn it off.
I'm gonna turn it off, but I'm gonna walk outside too because turn it off isn't gonna drop the heat for a minute. So
whatever. Okay. So Tyrone Hankerson Jr. Who's Tyrone? This would have been a story for last week as well, and some of you probably already know. Close the door though, please. He is a law student at Howard University who had a work-study job in the financial aid department, and last week he was accused of embezzling roughly $430,000 from the school's financial aid funds and using them for his personal use. And he has picture after picture of himself in high-end designer clothes on his Instagram account. A few pictures like that might look like exotic vacation destination pictures. He does not take pictures. He stages photo shoots. And of course, the jokes and the memes from Black Twitter came flying out after the story broke, and they really did have me laughing. And then Tyrone and his legal team released a statement asking that social media please just respect his privacy at this time. But I'm like, bruh, your pictures with all your allegedly stolen goods that you were flaunting on Instagram weren't private, so what's up with that? Why we gotta be all about privacy now when you like putting all these clothes, and expensive shoes and coats and boots, on Instagram, but now we gotta be private? Okay. So yeah, the jokes and the memes that people were coming up with were very funny, but at the heart of this story is who knows how many kids had to drop out of their dream school because they were short maybe $2,000, maybe $3,000 for their tuition for the semester. And that is what's really sad and what's really messed up, because this clown, allegedly stole their money. And I don't know exactly how he was doing it. Maybe he was sending denial letters to people who actually received a reward, and somehow he was able to funnel the money into his own account. I don't really understand how he was able to do it. And apparently it wasn't just him. It's reported that over $1 million was stolen from financial aid during the time that Tyrone was working there. So it wasn't just him. I think that they mentioned like maybe about 10 people who might have been in on something, and maybe his name is the one who came up because maybe he got more than any one person did. And they did say that, the financial aid system at Howard University has been messed up for probably about 10 years. So he's saying he's the fall guy. And now, what I didn't write notes on, but I saw that he's actually trying to sue the school for $10 million for releasing his personal, financial information. So we will see how this goes. I mean, he was a law student. I don't know how this is going to turn out. He might have a case, and that would be absolutely ridiculous and shameful if he's able to steal money and then get a $10 million judgment on top of that, on top of what he stole from these students who were just trying to go to school and get their education. But the memes were hilarious. If you don't know who he was, look it up. Tyrone Hankerson Jr. His pictures were funny enough without any kind of doctoring, but it was funny the way that people were doing different things with their with those pictures that he had. It was a mess. But yeah, I hate that it had to happen, to anybody, to any school. But it's kind of particularly sad, I guess, to me that it happened at an HBCU, even though I never attended one. But still, I just hate the look that it has. And Tyrone, a guy named Tyrone, stealing money from a historically black college, like that, is almost just crazy enough in itself. Just hearing that as a headline kind of makes you want to laugh, but it kind of makes you want to cry. So let me see what y'all are saying in the comments about good old Tyrone. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, this embarrassed HBCU so bad. I was wondering how you would feel about it, 2030. Yeah, I do hate it. Let's see, the Lucy and Desi show. No, we are not Lucy and Desi. We're not good co-workers sometimes. Let's see. Peter Pan stole over $400,000. Yep. Let's see here. 400,000, like that is a lot of money. And could you imagine, like in college, having that kind of money? Like, oof. Oh well. Anyway, they shouldn't have had him working in that office at the university. I think that they know that now, kiddo. 23. But I mean, I guess that students work at every office in the university, but I guess Howard in particular might rethink that. But and maybe that will force all universities, not just HBCUs, but maybe that will force all universities to kind of rethink how they work their financial aid offices. His parents contributed $0 towards his education. it was an easy scheme. That's what my kiddo says. That's really messed up. 23 says, I hope this serves as a lesson for everybody at HBCUs to get it together in all financial offices. Yeah, okay, so yeah, 23. I think that it's going to, cause people to kind of just do an overhaul of how they handle business in general. They're probably going to fire their president over this incident. That's really sad. And I don't know anything about the president of Howard, to know if this is a president that people has thought was generally a good president. And so, do they hate that this happened on this president's watch? Or is this a reflection of the way that this president's tenure has been? I wonder. Kiddo said it costs about $20,000 a year to go to Howard. Peter Pan thought he was a model. Girl, yes, the fuck he did. Peter Pan, my favorite picture of him is the one with him leaping in the middle of that street where he's in midair with those loafers on and everybody was going in on his ashy ankles. Now, I don't know if his ankles were really ashy or not, but that's what they were saying. They were like, okay, you stole all this money and you're wearing $5,000 outfits, but you couldn't afford no lotion. They were going in. So let's see. 23 says, I was laughing at the headline. But also, when I saw that, I thought that it was some made up stuff, like Tyrone stealing from Howard in DC. Who made up this blackety black ass headline? It was just crazy. Let's see. Is his Instagram still up? I don't think that his Instagram is still up. I'm not sure. I do think that he took his Instagram down. I think that he disabled his Instagram account. Not only at HBCU schools, all schools need to be heavily monitored. I agree, my kiddo. I agree 100%. Let's see here. Yeah, good old Tyrone, though, y'all. He thought he was about to just... I guess he was just going to graduate with his law degree and move on, Or maybe he was going to be the only person in the history of college ever to want to keep his work-study job after graduation. Because, homeboy, he did a nice little come up, $400,000. And I don't know how long he had that work-study job. I know it was more than 1 year, but even if he had that job for 3 years of school, that's not a bad come up. That's not bad. Hold on just a second. Let me scoot over here. Let's see. Tyrone thought he was an aristocrat. Okay, he did take his social media down. Okay, so now we're just into reality TV and blog stuff. And if y'all want to just throw stuff out there, once I'm done with this, and we can just talk. But let's see here. So last week, Roseanne went on the Wendy Williams show, Roseanne Barr. We know that she did a reboot of her TV show, and it did really well on the first day. But anyway, she went on Wendy Williams' show and shaded the fuck out of Wendy Williams, or at least got her to shut up. Because Wendy was trying to start a line of questions about Tom Arnold. And, Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold had a very ugly divorce years ago. And Roseanne didn't want to talk about him. Now, I don't know if this was a situation where, when people are being interviewed, often they give you a list of things where, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. And maybe, because Wendy will still, they'll be like, okay, well, that's something that I told you I can't talk about. And Wendy will still be the one to try to push the envelope and talk about shit that people don't want to talk about. So it could have been that Roseanne already said, I don't want to discuss this. Or maybe Roseanne was just thinking, I don't need to discuss Tom Arnold because I've been divorced from him for years. So maybe she just thought it wouldn't have come up anyway. So anyway, Roseanne, let her know, I don't want to talk about it. But Wendy tried to push. So Roseanne suggested that Wendy shut it down unless she herself was open to some questions about her own husband. If you want to talk about husbands, we can talk about husbands. What's going on with Kevin? Girlfriend. And to that, Wendy had nothing to say. Wendy was speechless. Just sitting there. So, Roseanne's like, okay, well, we can talk about Tom Arnold all you want to. If you want to talk about Kevin and his wayward dick and his whole fiance that's sitting over there with a ring as big as yours, let's talk about that. If you want to talk about husbands, let's talk about them. And so, to that I said, go Roseanne, if I'm telling you I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to talk about it. Got Wendy to just sit there and shut the fuck up. Let's see here. Kiddo says, go Roseanne. 23 says, I feel like Wendy didn't care and asked the question anyway. Exactly. Wendy doesn't care. Wendy doesn't care until it's about her. That's the only time she cares. Wendy gives 0 fucks about anybody who sits on her couch. Hi, baby boy. My Rocco puppy is putting his head on my lap because he wants some attention, I guess. Let's see here. Right Up Boy says, Roseanne is funny as fuck. And 23 says, Wendy got hush mouth. Yeah, which is rare. Wendy, might do a lot of things. Rocco, baby. Okay, Rocco, say hi. Look, ouch. Ooh, say hi. Look at them. Look over here. Look. Say hi, y'all. Okay, now, get down. Get down. Get down, boy. Good baby. Good baby. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Oh, that's it. Good boy. Thank you, Right Up Boy. Let's see. Kiddo says, Tom Arnold abused her. She ended up paying Tom a small fortune. Yeah, I hate to see these women have to pay off these men after these men who come into a marriage with nothing, married. Yeah, it's a Mary J. Blige situation. It's what's probably getting ready to be a Jill Scott situation. So it's not just, I said that it's never a good idea for black women to marry people who are on their payroll, but apparently it doesn't work out so well for white women either, because Roseanne is not the only example of this that I can think of with a non-black woman at least. Wendell about to be next on the roll. Yep, if Kevin decides that he wants to divorce her ass. Where did I tell you to go? You're supposed to be in your bed. Go to your bed. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, so there was someone else I had thought of though. A white woman. I was thinking like who was divorcing somebody who was Britney Spears. I know that's one. Kevin Federline got her for a nice little chunk of change. Maybe he's one of the first men to secure the bag, Kevin wants $30 million. Woo. Well, if Wendy has it, Wendy needs to go in and cough it up. And I would say just get rid of that headache. But Wendy's just trying to save face and show the world that she has a good marriage, which nobody believes. But girl, okay, Wendy, I guess. Whatever. So, supposedly Sheree Whitfield was fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's something that I've heard, and it seems to be backed up and a little bit more substantial than most of the firing rumors that I tend to hear. But I don't want to put too much stock in it until I know for certain. Like, probably I won't really believe it until I see the trailer, the super trailer for next season. Because every season there are always rumors about people getting fired from the show, and then they always end up coming back. So I don't want to just jump on that bandwagon and say that that's a true thing. But I do remember seeing that Nene Leakes, I think, tweeted something about it. And so maybe it's actually real. Kiddo says she'll not get rid of him just like she will not get rid of her wig. Well, we know she's not getting rid of those wigs. Honey, I don't know what is the scalpage situation with Miss Williams, but the wigs aren't going anywhere, unfortunately. And with all that money that she has, you would think she would get the best wigs that money can buy, but that doesn't seem to be her thing. Remember we talked last time about Vivica Fox and this stupid ass book that she has coming out where she keeps on talking about the sexual encounters that she had with 50 Cent. Well, she was at a book signing for this book, and PETA rolled up on Vivica Fox because she wears fur. And I think she better be thankful that PETA was there, because I think if the PETA protesters hadn't been there, probably nobody would have been at this book signing. But you hear this lady, she's protesting, and she's chanting, "Stop wearing furs! stop wearing fur, stop wearing fur. And then she just out of nowhere throws in, stop trying to be relevant, stop wearing fur. She just goes right back to stop wearing fur. But I was like, that stop trying to be relevant was just shady as fuck and random as fuck. It was just crazy. But yeah, so Vivica Fox. I don't know. Are y'all buying the book yet? Because I'm still not. I'm not on the fence. I don't want the book. That girl, yes. She says stop trying to be relevant. It's so weird. I mean, like, she's like just loud and she says it at the same cadence, same rhythm. She just threw it in there. It was like literally like 4 stop wearing furs, 1 stop trying to be relevant, and then 9 more stop wearing furs. It was crazy. It was stop wearing fur, stop wearing fur, stop wearing fur, stop trying to be relevant, stop wearing fur. It's like, what? It was crazy. So, next reality TV / blog stuff topic is Miss Black China. We saw a video of her fighting some girl at an amusement park for touching her child. Now, I'm kind of team Black China on this, and I'm never team Black China. Y'all know I don't even talk about Black China. I barely wanted to talk about Amber Rose on the last live stream that I did. Because I don't like talking about anything that's even Kardashian adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay, Rido Boy, thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
We will see you later.
We enjoyed it. Thank you for coming.
We love Rido Boy.
Rido Boy.
Rido Boy is my live stream ride or die, because when I was in here and he was the only person watching, he would sit up and just make comments on my live stream, like write comments for like 30-40 minutes at a time sometimes. So.
That's awesome. Maybe he did the same thing I did and just absolutely fell in love with your cute little self. Maybe that's what happened.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
He's nice though.
I don't know.
I'm an OG, LOL.
I see. And good night to you.
You are.
OG, triple OG.
So,
anyway, what you saying, Ty?
So this girl who Black China got into it with, first of all, I think that she's somebody who knew exactly who Black China was and who was looking for some kind of fame or looking maybe to get in with Black China. So she's at this amusement park and she sees Black China, walks up to her daughter's stroller and starts like touching her hand. And I think Black China, or I don't know if it was Black China or the nanny, said to, not touch the baby. And the girl acted like she wanted to, put some static. Like if someone tells you not to touch a child that's not yours, don't touch it. That's
don't touch.
There's no discussion. So they start exchanging words, and next thing you see, Black China's getting on down, and the stroller that.
See you next time, Journey. Thank you for coming.
Oh, Journey's out. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm about to have to take off too.
Thank you. We're almost done.
Well, let's finish it up, baby. Everybody's.
Listening the whole time. Got to eat and take. Take your doggy out. Okay, thank you.
I need to take ours out too. Stop licking your butt. As a matter of fact, Rocco. Anyway.
He just got up here and said hi to the people.
Did he?
While you were gone.
Dude, I just took.
So anyway, the stroller that Black China had her little daughter in, Dream, isn't that the child's name? The stroller that Dream was in instantly became a weapon, and then you see Black China like flailing the stroller around at the girl, and you can't tell me this girl didn't know who. I barely know Black China. You can't tell me this girl didn't know who she was. Black China had on a very inappropriate for Children's Day white bodysuit on with that flicked ass butt injection ass she has and a weave like down to the back of her ass. You knew that was Black China, And so anyway, Black China wasn't having it about her daughter. She picked up that stroller and turned that stroller into a whip and started getting on that girl's ass. And so I just kind of feel like the girl was just somebody either looking for fame or maybe She was kind of hoping that Black China would see that, she took a liking to her child, so Black China might like let her in and, hang out with her and like be down with her or something. I don't know. Because the girl who approached Black China, she's come out with several different stories on how it all happened, and she's deleted all of her tweets about it, since it happened. So I just don't believe this girl. But Black China still, I think that Kiddo just said something about her being a hood rat or something. She is, and she needs to realize that, somehow, believe it or not, she's actually famous now. So she has to carry herself a little bit differently. And people are going to try to come up to her and, get at her if they think they can get a dime out of it some kind of way. Shit, I start a fight with her and get a,
do it. Let her
$4 million settlement or something, Yeah, now I'm seeing that Rob wants full custody of Dream. And I think that has more so to do with the financial aspect of it than actually Black China being a bad mother. I don't think that, from what I've heard, that Rob is necessarily a good father. But I think that he's tired of paying the money that he has to pay. And it doesn't make sense if they have 50-50 custody, joint custody, that maybe he shouldn't be having to pay. I think it's like $20,000 in child support, which is way more than I wanted to know about any Kardashian ever in my life. So anyway, I do think the girl knew what she was up to, but I do understand Black China for fighting behind somebody touching her child. Leave my child alone. Like, don't do that ever. I don't have children, but I do have nieces. I have a nephew, and I couldn't imagine having been out with them. Step on your fiance. Let Black China step on your fiance's foot.
I will roll around on the ground like, oh! I mean, it would be dramatic. I'll get an Academy Award.
You stupid.
Are we about done, babe?
Yes.
Oh, we're at the end. Cool beans.
Okay. So last story I have is about Safari. Safari.
What does that mean?
That's what his dick looks like. Remember we talked about Safari.
Oh, he's got a baby arm?
Yeah, remember we talked
baby
about
arm
him.
Dick?
So anyway.
Remembering the dicks doesn't.
He was robbed at gunpoint 2 hours before an Angie Martinez interview. And he was still quite shaken at the interview, and he was in tears.
Why didn't he pull the dick out and beat the hell out of him with it?
That's what he probably should have done.
I don't think so, not today.
So people took to Instagram and Twitter to laugh about him, he was really shaken up. He was held at gunpoint, gun was pointed to the back of his head, he said. And people were kind of laughing about it, but I'm like, I think I'd be crying. I don't even think I would have done the interview. I think I probably would have just walked to the police station or walked my ass back home and just closed up if somebody had pointed. And the thing is, his uncle who was just killed, that's how he was killed. So he was having all kinds of shit, going through his head. Angie Martinez has no presence or respect. And yeah, it was really cold. I've never had a gun held to me.
It's not cool.
But I don't think that I would be like, oh, well, let me just go in and get to this interview. So he's like, you hear it in his voice. If you're listening to him on the radio, you hear it in his voice. Like, he's shaking up. And then T.I.'s bitch ass, he comments, cold world, get a sweater. And so none of the ladies were having T.I.'s commenting on Safari and his dick. And yes, ladies who want to know, his dick is okay. But one of the robbers is someone. Like it's okay? No, his dick is fine. Like, his dick was not hurt in the incident.
In the robbery.
So, yeah,
he didn't blow like 8 inches off of it.
A lot of people were concerned. A lot of women were concerned that his dick might have been hurt, but it's not.
Okay.
So, but it turns out that one of the robbers is someone he knew personally, and that he and Nikki knew back when they were dating. There's a picture of him all hugged up, with how you do with your homeboy, take a picture together. And there's a picture him and this guy and Nicki Minaj on his Instagram. This was someone he considered a friend, and he's one of the two people, or one of the 2 or 3 people who rolled up on him and put a gun in the back of his head to try to take his. And I think that he said that they made off with. Or I think it was reported that they made off with about $185,000 worth of jewelry. And so I hate that, because Safari does not seem to bother anybody. Safari's just, he
People don't care.
Writes his rhymes. He does his music. He acts silly on Love and Hip Hop. He trying to get into all the girls' pants, you know, or whatever, and that's it. But he doesn't start beef. He doesn't, you know, fuck with people. So I hate it when something like that happens to someone like that. If it had been T.I., I might have been laughing. But T.I. is a bitch, and he
What up,
needs
Cruz?
to go figure out what's going on with him
sorry.
and all those 90 million children that he has that he got his slave ass wife taken care of for him. That's what he needs to do. Ty needs to do. T.I. needs to do a whole lot of shit with his short ass. So anyway, and he probably jealous because Safari got a bigger dick than him. Hey, Cruise Nation, how are you doing?
T.I. is for real G though.
T.I. is for real bitch. He is a bitch, and I used to have the
Not
biggest
word on
crush.
the street.
I used to have the biggest crush on T.I., but and it saddened me to know that he's a bitch ass bitch. You know, so anyway.
I know him. He's cool with me.
Whatever. So yeah, that's all that I have. So is there something oh yeah, he's my fiance, Cruise Nation. Cruise Nation is nice to me, and oh yeah, I remember talking to you because you have Cruz is my boyfriend from college. That's his last name. And Cruise Nation said I didn't look 41.
You don't.
So,
I said that too.
I know, but
So
I'm
back
telling
up
you,
off
you're
me.
not the only one.
We all know that woman.
I'm just saying.
It's all right. I look like motherfucking what's his name with a beard.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. That's right.
Somebody said that earlier, so
Yeah, and they were right on the mark.
We're gonna pray.
Everybody liked it because it was a real
we're
comment.
going
It was
to
real.
pray for eyesight
It was real up in this hood.
for
in the street.
everybody
Whatever,
who
fool.
watches this.
Anyway, I'm
let's
hungry.
see. Okay, so then I'm gone. Kiddo told
Go,
me to
Ty!
Okay, and next week, let's see. Y'all, but I guess he is.
I'm trying to eat dinner
He
too.
just
Thank
ate.
you,
He's been
T-Double.
eating the whole time.
But
that
I
we've
was
been on
snacking.
here.
I'm hungry.
Oh my God, they were delusional.
I'm delusional because I'm
Thank
hungry.
you. They were delusional.
I'm hungry. I'm delusional. I'm about to float away.
Yeah, whatever.
See,
Okay,
Sammy's
so,
hungry. We're all hungry, Mama. Come on. Get in the kitchen. That's right.
I'm gonna hop
your little ass up in the kitchen
Shut up, fool.
and cook some food and then hop it on a plate to me.
what are you eating for dinner? Okay, we're gonna let it go till 2:30. It's 2:26.
I don't know. He looks
He
like
looks like a bodybuilder.
Oh.
He needs some calories.
yeah. I'm a bodybuilder. Now, what parts of my body I build?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just playing.
doing an excellent job on building his body
That's right.
right now.
Get it right, woman.
Now, when we met, he had quite the bodybuilder physique. He hasn't been able to work out the way that he does. I would say
Yeah.
because of the accident, but you weren't working out before then either.
Wait, at the accident? Yeah, I was.
Some potatoes and stir fried, just vegetables. Oh,
I gotta have some meat in that.
That's nice.
All you need is
Like
meat and cheese,
stir-fry.
baby. Yeah, but you're weird.
rabbit and deer meat.
That's right, some venison, baby.
No,
I don't
what are
know.
y'all gonna eat? I don't know.
T-Double,
I'm
best
gonna-
believe there's gonna be some meat in it because
For him. A lot of
Yeah.
times I'll just, prepare the same thing and then I'll put meat to the side for him for whatever. 'Cause
I just like meat.
I did a stir fry last week with some cabbage and broccoli and carrots and
Jeez,
mushrooms
just
and
all rabbit out.
rice and had that, but then I did some chicken breast to the side with some sauce for him. So that's how I did that.
I like me breast. Chicken breast.
Chicken breast.
Chicken breasts. Yes, your ears are still there.
I just wanted
You're trying to
see
make
if
one
they
fold
did.
down?
I wanted to see if they did. They don't. So
I can make it.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Not without breaking them. Don't break my ears.
I'm gonna break
Let's
you.
see. I have quite a Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yes, my kiddo.
We
I
both-
love to cook.
We can both cook. Yes, I can cook, woman.
Okay.
She's all about presentation. I'm about taste. What she
I'm
does,
about taste.
what
What
she
are you
does,
talking about,
what
fool?
she makes is see. Look, I'm real. I'll give it. She won't admit that I can cook anything, which I can. But I'll tell you like this: she can cook very well. It's beautiful. It's breathtaking. But it takes like 3 days a meal. Like she's gonna have to get in here and start cooking at 6 o'clock, and dinner will be ready about 8. So you know what I'm saying? Like it takes a good couple hours. It's good. You can't rush perfection, but she's not gonna win Hell's Kitchen. So unless she steps it up a little bit on the speed.
I would never go on Hell's Kitchen. Even I love Chef Ramsay. Oh, that's how you used to. Okay, well, you love to sing also. Oh, no, it's not like my singing. My cooking's legit. Like, everybody agrees.
I mean,
the cooking is good.
it's just getting it cooked. That's the whole thing.
And even I know I can't sing, but I
I'll have to run and get like a Big Mac or a Whopper while she's cooking, like just to keep me straight until dinner's ready. I'm telling you.
Because you are.
I can't help it. I eat a lot. I've always been like that. No, we can't figure out why. Why are you rolling your eyes? It's been a thing since I was a child. My mom took me to the doctor a lot because of my appetite, and it hasn't changed. I don't know.
He probably has a tape on.
Yeah, they ain't found it. If it's in there, it's small.
Probably the size of a boa constrictor by now.
You're stupid. What are we talking about again? I'm like Safari too.
Boy, shut up.
Anyway.
Safari.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a fast
metabolism. Very fast metabolism. Yes. I do. Especially when I'm active.
Safari.
You're stupid. Very fast.
Okay.
Oh, anyway.
Well, okay, we're at 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we're gonna log off
I'm
and
gonna take drugs to get the pain away.
We'll try to be like on time for real, and have
for real.
the certificates next week, and have the questions next week. We might be heading into a recession due to your president. Bye, Cruise Nation. Don't blame that on me. I voted Libertarian.
I've never voted in my life, so I don't know.
And you should not be proud of that.
I'm just saying, I'm not proud. It's just a fact. Okay.
Okay, y'all. I love y'all.
Be good.
We're gonna
be safe.
Count it down to 10. See if there's any more comments to come in. Thank you, everybody who came. We gotta thank Wolverine for our topic. Stop. Sammy and 23 and Kiddo and Cruise Nation and Rido Boy. We had so many people from across the pond today. Wow. It was a lot of people from across the pond.
All right. I love you guys. I gotta
go
we're gonna
take my medicine. Down 10, 9, 8,
7. You're a second
6.
off.
Dang.
Oh no. I'm hungry. Shit. Goddamn.
But I thought over 10, 9, 8, 7.
Get it right.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, journey and get to the farm too.
Yeah. God bless
everybody,
and be safe.
Everybody. See y'all. Love y'all.
Puppies! They got the baby!